Folks, what's going on? Can you all hear me, by the way? Am I audible? Hopefully I'm less visible, more audible. What's going on, Regina? AC 502. Man, we got like the squad here. Squad of the loyals. Pilgrim, welcome. Warner, handguns. Vermin Supreme, thanks for being here. I don't even know how to say that. Linway? Thanks for being here. Master Hawk, Spence, Ben Martin. Starman, welcome. Broken Sky, great to have you. Steve Wilson, Kaz Pup. Hot Dice Miniatures. Ooh. Dolomite. Vids may be better at Warhammer 2. Well, you might have to move elsewhere to get beyond that skill level. I might be able to take someone from like noob to like kind of mid-range territory, and then you'll have to probably move on. I'm just kidding. I'm decent at the game. I'm not great at multiplayer, but I'm pretty good at the game overall. Kind of so-so at multiplayer. Stream Elements bot. You're here by non-free will. I've been busy watching. Connor, welcome. Yeah, I am trying a live stream. You'll have to tell me how the sound balance is. I get to kind of balance it on a case-by-case basis whenever I'm making videos. So if at any point the game sound is too loud, please tell me. I would like to know. Puff Bubba saying you're in school for mechanical engineering. That's what I did in school. It's not exactly what I've done outside of school. I've been more of an industrial engineer outside of school, but my degree was in mechanical engineering. So, Morathi, and as far as advice, just make sure that you get yourself an internship. Get good grades, get an internship. Get multiple internships. Fight for the internship like that your life depends on it. That's what you need to do. I am live, Wicked. Thanks for joining us. All right, game audio is good. Regina, did I teach you how to do 6 hands of the Sato Crown? Was that from my videos? So, Late Game Morathi. The last time I gave you all a peek at this was a massive battle that took place right over here outside the Temple of Adayoth. Kislev recently re-betrayed me. They betrayed me a lot earlier, and then I beat them into submission, and now they've re-betrayed me. So you all joined in at a very interesting time. Kislev is due for its second humbling. I'm in the process of retaking Nagarond proper. In fact, I've actually just regained every settlement here. But we have the Chill Road and Harganeth and a bunch of other stuff over here to recapture. We still got a little holdout of Kislev and Koron here to take care of. And the war in the south is hot. Like, red hot, folks. Red hot. The dwarves are down here. I've probably killed 10 or 12 stacks of dwarves, and there's at least that many in the vicinity. Sometimes you can see that many on the screen. Right now, I think all we can see on the screen is the one here, 2 at Temple of Kara. There's the one here, one there, one there. I know there's usually one out at Galleon's Graveyard, and there's probably a couple more hidden somewhere in this area. I don't know for sure, but there's probably at least a dozen more dwarf stacks somewhere near me. This is an interesting scenario. Usually late game is just like a face roll of your enemies, but it's totally not the case for the Morathi campaign. And let me kind of just give you all a quick appreciation of how this whole thing got set up. When you play the Morathi campaign on very hard, it is very hard. And that's coming from a player who has years of Total War experience. I know there's people out here who know how to do this and do it well. But even for them, you have to know how to do it or else you're going to lose this. Nagaraith, who starts here at Arnheim, led by Alethanar, is just an absolute monstrosity in early game. They can spam Shadow Walkers like there's no tomorrow, so that's poison attack, 180, 190 poison missile damage. It is brutal. I mean, range missile damage, not like the actual value. It's absurd. It is so hard. I finally, I did like 5 tries of this campaign and was losing every time. And the faction that starts here, I don't remember their name, but they start here at Seildra Tor. One of the times I was playing, they made peace with me, which I was able to use just long enough to gain an advantage over Arnheim while beating off 3 or 4 crap stacks from Tiranoc that are constantly attacking. So yeah, it was absurd. Once you make it through that, it was still a whole lot of fighting because the High Elves were fighting me the whole time, sending stacks after stacks after stacks, so expanding was difficult. I did manage to make it down here a little bit into Lustria, but up to the north, Malekith was still holding all of Nagaron, and he would not ally with me. Hold on just real quick. Don Shield, thank you for the 5, man. Hope you're doing well. He says, in the human and Dawi filth. I will be. I'll be doing my best. Thank you so much, Don Shield. I appreciate you joining us tonight. You are spectacular. Hope everything's going all right for you. But yeah, this campaign has been nothing short of absolutely insane. I have killed probably 4, maybe 5 dozen stacks of enemies just since the Chaos Invasion ended. As soon as the Chaos Invasion ended, every one of Lothern's allies against Chaos joined them in the war against me. So it is literally like me versus most of the world at large. And I remember, I've taken back a pretty good chunk of Nagaron that belonged to the Empire, and I want you to see how still 91 settlements on the Empire. And that's after I took back probably 5 or 10 from them. 91 settlements on Empire, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be very difficult. Lothern itself doesn't have that many settlements and isn't really that powerful. They're really just protected by the endless stacks of Empire and Dwarves. So it makes it very difficult for me to get a foothold in Lothern. I've done it once or twice, but I've had to retreat because I just start getting overwhelmed by stacks from these other ones. Look, 83 settlements from Karaz-Akarak. I've finally out-strength ranked them. Just to kind of give you a distribution and what type of forces I've got real quick. Again, I'm just giving you all an early game, or a rundown of where we're at. Dolomite says, what's your advice for dealing with the greenskin horde in the early game as Karaz-Akarak? You just got to go, like, tank up on Quarrelers, tank up on Dwarf Warriors, just crap stack the greenskins. You just got to roll through them fast, or else they'll just keep replicating. It gets completely out of control. So yeah, you just have to hit them hard and fast. Don't stop. Anyway, yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Starman, thank you for the 20. You are far too kind, sir. You all don't need to be sitting here throwing money at me. I appreciate it. You are too kind. But I mean, I'm good, folks. I've got my job. I don't need money. I'm not streaming for money right now. If you've donated it, I will thank you, and I will attempt to give you the best entertainment I can for it, but no one needs to feel obligated to donate anything, okay? It says, let the war get going and kill some High Elves. Thank you, Starman. You're far too kind. We will definitely be fighting some High Elves. In fact, we have some. Ludicrous. Led by Teclis, who says, we are ludicrous. Regina, you'll have to turn your eyes, okay? So yeah, it is absolutely nuts. This is the grindiest, most difficult campaign I've ever played. 271 turns, and it is definitely still up in the air. I could lose this. If I start losing a little bit of ground, like I know it looks like I have a ton of income right now, but just a little bit of lost ground here is critical. If I lose a port or two, this will go straight down to 0. So a couple of key, like Port Reaver right now, if I lose Port Reaver, I mean, I'll drop like 5,000 or 6,000 in income probably from the trade. So I'm telling you, it is a precarious situation despite me being strength rank 1. And I've had to fight really hard to get the strength ranked 1. I mean, just like that battle you all saw, you can go back on my channel if you haven't seen it. A lot of people have seen it. The Morathi, the 1100 and something versus the 7200 Bretonians. That many of those battles have happened. I wish I would have saved the replays for more and made videos out of it because people really seem to enjoy that one. In any case, here we are. Let's get the fight going. What do I hope to accomplish tonight? I really want to put Kislev and Koron out of business up here in my north. It is going to be a constant back and forth with the dwarves down here to the south. I have 2 stacks that are actively working against the dwarves. My favorite anti-dwarf weapon is Nilosi Shadow Dart. Nilosi has an extra range boost for the shades. Look at that, 214 range shades with greatswords and 52 damage. So she is a anti-dwarf meme right now. I have had to fill in a couple of units in her army with kind of crappier things because she's lost some units, and I'm just having to keep the numbers up. But the dwarves are honestly throwing pretty crappy stuff at me right now. I mean, this is a better stack than they've been sending recently. A lot of their stacks were like full of miners and like a few gyrocopters, just really weird stuff that had clearly been there all the way from the beginning of the game. A lot of my stacks might be missing like one unit, and it's because enemy agents are just on an absolute tear right now, assassinating people. So yeah, if you see that, I understand that there's units missing. I'll try and pick up stuff here and there, but the assassinations are near out of control. The last thing that happened in the last turn-in was I had to fall back from Val's Anvil to Hag Hall because Val's Anvil was no longer defensible with just one army because there are multiple armies of Kislev here. And meanwhile, I'm pushing south with Malekith. Malekith has lost a few of his key units as well. I've just had to replace them with Witch Elves because it was whatever I could get quickly. And then I'm still dealing with some Empire scum up here that are just sailing around. I've killed... Franz has probably died 8 or 9 times to me in this campaign. Toddbringer's died about 7 or 8 times to me in this campaign. I'm killing Empire stacks like it's going out of style. I've got another Black Arc started up here in the north. I have, I think, 3 or 4 Black Arcs to the south. Okay, so anyway, hopefully that gives you a little bit of fill-in on the situation. I think I saved this right when I was ready for a turn end, and so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Let's go ahead and do this right here for the next 15 turns. Having Dark Conduit be big. This is kind of like a bomb you can put on one of your units that hurts only enemies. Yeah, it's been the craziest campaign I've ever played. If you are looking for the most intense campaign in Total War Warhammer 2, in my opinion, it's this one. Ooh, Talakkoa. Begging for peace. They can have it. I want out of every war I can get out of right now. This is not a role-playing thing. This is a matter of winning the... Anytime someone's offering me peace, I'm pretty much taking it. Unless there's a very specific situation. I want people not fighting me and not sending stacks after me right now. Because if I can get peace with enough factions, it allows me to single out certain ones and finish them off. There is a bug with Malekith in this campaign. Malekith can't get Seraphon even though it's unlocked. I think that's a bug that happens sometimes when you confederate a lord. I was not able to confederate Crone Hellebron or Malice. So I don't have Lokir, Malice, or Crone Hellebron. None of those are confederate. I could probably use a mod that pops them up anyway. I should have done that, but I didn't. So I do not have the other 3 legendary lords for the Dark Elves. Wow, there's a lot of enemies moving about, folks. We are at war. Hungram. Too kind, sir. Thank you for the 20. Says, my analysis of the situation is you're the Axis leader and Kislev is being Italy and joining the Allies at their weakest. Now we just need a Battle of the Bulge. I mean, I'm telling you, it really feels like World of Warhammer 2. World Warhammer 2, that's what I'm looking for. Bretonia's getting in behind me here. Can they win this? I'm not 100% convinced they win this. Let's see if we can stop it. I mean, this is kind of a petty fight, but at the same time, anytime you win one of these, it kind of just delays your enemy one step. You know, every province you take away from them is one that they can't use to recruit more troops against you. So sometimes the AI will tell you these battles are unwinnable, and they're totally winnable, especially if you play your cards right. So I've got 4 Dark Shards with shields. That's pretty big. We'll probably set up against this rock here. Their archers do outrange us. If we can get rid of the Knights of the Realm quickly, we should be able to play cleanup with the... Oh, actually, this is the play right here. We need our Dark Riders to be hidden. Yeah. Dark Riders. Here's the play. Alright, here it is. Dark Riders. Back up in there. Alright. The Dark Riders will take out all their archers. We can just forget about all the archers. Just as long as my Dark Shards down the Knights of the Realm and stay alive, we are good. It is hard to know what to do with my spearmen here. The AI will sometimes just cav YOLO you in the face, so I need a unit to block that. In fact, the AI is programmed to cav YOLO. YOLO. Victor, hey man, thanks for joining. Kislev win? Probably game 3. I think Kislev is pretty much a guarantee at this point, based on some of the war that's been coming out. Aren't they restarting like Warhammer Fantasy Battles from a Games Workshop perspective, like tabletop? And then wasn't Kislev announced as part of that or something? I don't know. I'd heard some news, something to that, which probably is a guarantee. I think Kislev is going to be one of the 4 base factions in game 3, or they will be added very quickly. But I think they're going to be one of the base factions in game 3. I think it's almost a guarantee. Magnum Knights, it's good to have you here, sir. Thank you for the 5. He says, happy pandemic era. Hope everyone is avoiding Nurgle's blessings. Stay safe and healthy. Agreed. Everybody stay healthy, please. Stay healthy, please. Yeah, the pandemic is obviously not a good thing. The world has gone through these before. They'll unfortunately have to go through them again. But the one thing, like, I try to always take a positive note on I'm not saying, like, the world is all happy-go-lucky. Everybody is affected by this, potentially, and so this is not me, like, downplaying a pandemic. All I'm saying is that for me, it has, at least so far, been, in some ways, kind of a blessing, because I've never had so much family time because I get to work from home. And I am just really grateful right now for how much I'm getting to see my family and spend time with them. It is really pretty awesome for me. I'm grateful for it. Loving it. Yeah, the AI is one of the worst pull-through abusers, so you're going to see the AI doing this, that. They pull through and abuse it like it's going out of style. They're like a sweaty ladder player. But my Dark Shards should finish them easily. My Dark Riders are already into their Peasant Archers. But yeah, so I always try and take some positive, even out of some negative things. So again, that's not me downplaying a crisis that may be very terribly affecting some people. I'm just saying I've got to, you know, take my life and the happenings in it for what it is, and I'm extremely grateful for the extra family time right now. And I hope that whoever is being impacted by this, obviously worse than me, is able to get past it soon and try and get back to some semblance of normalcy. So yeah, anyway, that's that. I won't keep droning on, but I'm doing well, Magnum Knights. Thank you for supporting the channel. Been here a long time, appreciate you. Everybody handles things in life a different way. And, you know, sometimes you just gotta let people handle things the way they need to for them. So, for me, it usually requires me to try and take the positives out of something, even if it's very bad. Like when I've lost family members in the past to illness and something like that, I always try and take a positive note out of it, you know? That's just the way I handle things, or have to handle things, or I'll use humor and stuff like that. It's different for everybody, so you don't have to all be the same. Yeah, this Lord over here, I'm gonna unblob some of my troops from him. Let's send some swordsmen up here to help. Start pouring a little bit of fire in here. Yeah, I'm the same way, Magnum. Jokes and stuff like that really help me kind of stay positive and stay upbeat during tougher times. And honestly, for me right now, times aren't tough. I'm not sick. My family has been able to keep their income. So I'm not sitting here saying it's tough times for me. It's not. It is for some people. And I feel very bad for them, and I hope that it gets back to normal quickly. And that's why I'm not complaining. We're over here like trying to make really heavy situation out of this, because it's not for me. I'm very lucky right now. But I understand that it is in a lot of places. Poor New York City, man, they're getting slammed, and they're not the only place. Italy, France got hit real hard. China, I mean, a bunch of people took it real hard. So it is, not to mention a lot of folks who never got impacted, losing jobs, losing income. It is difficult. It is difficult. So you all deal with it how you need to deal with it. There we go. We won that. won that. Whoo boy. We got a fight going up north. I'm surprised they only sent 2 armies up that way. That feels like a mistake at Hotek's column. I think the AI done screwed up there. So Port Reaver got sieged. We need to lift that siege quickly. But I don't really have a good way to do that. I don't have a land army nearby. Oh my gosh! Anybody get wounded? That's all I really need to know here. We have it ready for duty. My Master Druki.
Black-hearted Dreadlord. Master of Nagara.
Where do you belong, sir? I think he belongs in this army right here. Some of my agents were like straight up murdered. They're not going to be coming back.
Sister of the Dark.
Hang on, let me see who goes where. There's already a sorceress here. So this sorceress doesn't belong there. She belongs in Nolosi's army. Or at least, I actually think there was a higher level one in Nolosi's army because she's been around for a very long time. I think the one that belongs in Nolosi's army ended up here. Yeah, ended up in this army. So we'll just swap them for the time being. I'll leave that higher level one there. We'll send this one down to Nolosi. And I will take this Master Druki. Get over here. Send him over. Do some scouting in this army. Alright, we got a lot of work to do. The problem with Port Reaver is it's now sieged, and so I can't reinforce it with Black Arc. It's a stupid mechanic. They need to fix it. It's dumb. This army is sieging via land, but your Black Arc... I don't think the Black Arc can break this siege. I'll send one... I mean, I can't really even send him down there right now because Skeggy's going to be left undefended. I think I'm right about that. Can you all remind me? D. Jones, thanks for the 10. He says, thanks for the great content and positive attitude. You keep my love for the games fresh. And I hope it will stay that way. I do love this game. I really like Warhammer, and it was a surprise to me. I didn't expect to like Warhammer like this, but I do. I like it a whole bunch. A whole bunch. We're going to need a land army to come up here and help deal with the Dark Elves, so I feel kind of, it's going to be late, but I'm going to, or sorry, with the High Elves, I'm going to have to send that up. We've got an Elven fleet here that Admiral Vraneth, and anytime it says Shadow Dart, you know we're getting some sweet shade action here. D. Jones, thank you again, man. Really appreciate it. Y'all are too kind. Let's wreck some High Elves. Sorry, Regina. Avert your eyes. Ragnar, how's it going? Thanks for joining us tonight. Plans on Archaon type campaign. Diego, yeah, I am going to do another one. I'm kind of just waiting for some new content to do one. Since it's so much work, I want to wait for some new content to come in. And then as soon as we get the new content, we'll fire it up. What are we up against here? Whew. So again, this is the very hard difficulty setting, so when it comes to combat, your troops will lose to everything in melee. This is not like the... I know I also did Gorok on very hard, but this is different for whatever reason. Like, in Gorok campaign, my troops would win those melees, but they don't here. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, you can look at the stats of my troop. The stats are very good, but... I will lose every time in melee, so, and even if there's just spearmen or like low-tier halberds on the other side, they will a lot of times defeat my Blackguard. I don't know what the difference was in the Gorok campaign, like if it was just that absurd of a boost that my Saros warriors were getting, because I remember my Saros warriors doing pretty well head-on against most of the High Elf infantry. Now, of course, I had Croak nuking their infantry along the way, which probably helped a great deal, more so than I had even originally noticed. I'm gonna put some Charybdii out here, and then I usually use the Hydras to support my infantry to try and level out the playing field a little, since the enemy tends to win those fights. Another kind of CA please moment. Y'all hear me out on this. Please be a soundboard for me and tell me if I'm crazy. Real quick, Foster Parnell, thank you for the 4. Says love the channel, watch and learn daily. Thank you, Foster. Definitely appreciate your support. Thank you for being here tonight. Hear me out here real quick, folks. Whose Black Ark is this? It's mine, right? It belongs to this guy right here, Admiral Vraneth. Okay, so it's my Black Ark. I attacked them. Again, my Black Ark, and we're fighting on the Black Ark, which means that they would have had to have somehow made it up these walls to board my Black Ark. How do they get the high ground? Shouldn't that just kind of be a mechanic? Like, if you get attacked by this massive floating mountain fortress, that you're always fighting from the low ground, whether it attacks you or you attack it? That should just be a mechanic of Black Arks, right? They should always be starting on the downside because it's mine. I was on it first. See this gate back here? That's where my troops would have been. This isn't possible. This is stupid. So either have us fight on an island whenever this happens, or always put us on the high ground. Second thing, look at the size of this thing. Look at it. This is CA's map. This is not a custom map. Look at the size of this Black Ark. This is ludicrous, okay? It is enormous. But despite the enormity of it, your Black Ark Admiral, they can't have a mount. No Cold One, no Dragon, no Pegasus. No, there's just not room on the Black Ark. It's too small, I guess. They can't have a mount. What? A couple of small things. Don't ruin the game for me. They're not going to make me salty all night, I promise. But CA, please. CA, please. Why? Anyway, all right. Just a couple small things I've noticed. Wanted to bring those up. Y'all can tell me whether you agree or disagree. They should be siege battle. Again, Regina, good point. Good point. Black Ark battles should be siege battles. It sure looks like a siege. Anyway, all right, here we go. Just some things that I've been thinking through in this campaign. By no means has this campaign been something horrible that I hate. In fact, I love it. It's been the most fun campaign I've ever played, even though it's been crazy and grindy. I usually don't like that kind of thing, but I like it. I'm just saying, these are small things. And this goes back to like them running the Proving Grounds beta. I'm glad they are running a beta and that they care enough about their game to try and get feedback and try and change things and try and improve the gameplay. I like that. Thank you. But why are we playing a Proving Grounds beta that we're sitting here testing out all this stuff and we don't have little things like this knocked out? You know what I mean? We don't have the smallest little things like this taken care of. But we're going to go ahead and start a Proving Grounds beta trying to revamp an entire economy, even when we can't get reinforcements coming in from the right way. And we have little weird things like this that are just constantly, you know, small things, not game-breaking, but just really irritating. And they should freaking cab YOLOs. I hate the cab YOLOs. Stuff like this. Why does the AI cab YOLO? Why? It doesn't make any sense. It's bad for them. But, of course, since they're buffed up like 10 ways from Sunday, it actually works out sometimes to their benefit. Okay, I gotta focus here. Anyway, little things like how the AI is behaving, how the Black Ark mechanics work, all that stuff, all that should be taken care of before we ever begin to touch some kind of Proving Grounds beta. Unfortunately, though, I think that they're just going to take some quick feedback from the Proving Grounds beta, and I think they're going to try and slide it in. And I don't like that because I don't think that it's the right thing to do for the game right now. The Proving Grounds beta wasn't very fun, to be honest. It was pretty lame. And it made the game grindy and more like Three Kingdoms, which Three Kingdoms is a good game. I enjoy Three Kingdoms. But Three Kingdoms has a lot of problems, and that's part of the reason why it doesn't get watched as much and played as much. And Three Kingdoms is beautiful in a lot of ways and really well executed in a lot of ways. Like when we're talking certain mechanics they added, just the campaign map, a lot of cool stuff they did in it, but it has a lot of really bad things too. The campaign's extremely grindy, like extremely grindy. And they're basically trying to do that to the Warhammer 2 campaign with the Proving Grounds beta, and I don't approve of it at all. I think it's a terrible idea. I think they're going to hurt their player base. if they do it. Now, I would love to be wrong. This is one of those things I don't want to be right about, but I'm worried that I'm right. And they need to take a lesson from it, which is people aren't playing 3K very much right now, which is unfortunate because, like I said, a lot of ways it's a good game. I'm not trying to trash it. I want 3K to be successful because I love Total War. And people aren't playing it. And it's because it's too grindy. It's got little things like that that need to be fixed. And that's why I want them to fix those things in this game. And then I want them to fix that kind of stuff in 3K also, because I want every Total War game killing it, because I love Total War. I want them to all be successful all the time. I want to play every Total War game a lot. And I want other people to be playing Total War and love it. I need my Carib die over here. Yeah, so Broken Sky, same thing. I'll play Three Kingdoms for a little while, and I'll just be loving it. And I'll be like, man, why don't I play this game more? And then I get into the campaign a little ways, and it is just a grind of unequaled proportions. Just grind, 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 grind. And it's the same thing. Like, every battle you win in Three Kingdoms, late game, almost feels worthless, because the AI will just be right back on your doorstep, and they'll just get someone else to join a war against you. All the new diplomacy things they added are really cool, but the AI just games it and uses it against you because they get cheats. And so there's a lot of things about it that are massively improved that I really like. But then that grind, man, it just, God, gets on my nerves. I can't handle a grind for grind's sake. I can handle a grind that's fun and feels rewarding in the end, but I can't do a grind just for grind's sake. It gets on me. Anyway, ooh, magical attacks for the whole army. That's huge, actually. That's huge. HEIR, hang on. Dank and Funky needs you. Who's Dank and Funky? Is he here? I just don't see all the comments. Oh, yeah. Hey, Dank and Funky's gonna go do some work in New York as a nurse, folks. He's got a GoFundMe. In fact, I'll take the money that I got from tips tonight and I'll throw it into his GoFundMe. He's going to go up and work as a nurse in New York to help support things. So he put a link in my Discord if you all want to go check it out. If it'll let you share the link here in the comments, Dank and Funky, feel free. I'm not just going to let everybody be throwing links out, but you can feel free. It is a good cause, and we wish you, obviously, the ability to go help a lot of people. And I'm excited for you. Hopefully you get a lot of good experience and you can help a lot of folks. Don Shield, the link is on the Discord. I'm gonna take whatever I make on here tonight in tips and I'll throw it over to him. It basically just helps him get up there and not have to live in a van down by the river for the first little while until he starts getting paid, I think is the objective. So, yes. You all feel free to check that out if you would like.
Supreme sorceress of
Got more work to do. There's always more work to do.
No, I am the lion.
You are the lion who has been killed a dozen times over and just doesn't stay dead. Luca, what's going on?
Who seeks me?
Thanks for being here tonight. Is that a reinforcement? Holy reinforcement range. That's a reinforcement range. Holy mackerel.
Bronze calls ever closer.
That was some serious reinforcement range.
The dark
Hatter's house. Thanks for joining the stream. Oh wow, man, the auto resolve just doesn't like Lewin here, and when the auto resolve is this in favor of me, I always give like a cautious quick save in case I really get screwed, and then I just take it.
Destroy them.
I doubt I could play this battle and take any less damage than I'm gonna receive here. Maybe, but it really wasn't bad. So we'll take the freebies where they come. Now the question with all my lords at this point is which one of them hasn't defeated Lewin? I'm pretty sure almost all of them have. I've been working to get all of my lords up here to Lightning Strike, and quartermaster as quick as possible because the money situation could go south so fast. I need all my armies to be as low cost as possible. So I've been kind of really focused in that regard,
What?
trying to work that out.
They have their use.
But yeah, here we go. High Sentinels is building. We need to rebuild floating pyramid. The dwarves might come in and attack floating pyramid. That would actually probably kind of good
Tyrant and
at the
Nagel.
moment. You come from post battle. Let's see. All I need to be able to do is make shades and blackguards at this point. Shades, dragons, blackguards. So I actually really need this tier there, and then income is probably good here. All the extra income from looting, sacking, post-battle captives. Look at how many slaves we have in the slave market here. It's absolutely insane. You all can tell how many battles have been looking. Look at that number. Did anybody notice that up there, by the way? Oh my goodness, yeah. Look at that number. It is
awaiting
nutty.
command.
Well, let's kill some Dawi, shall we?
Go, kill!
I've killed about 5 or 6 Dawi stacks at this settlement,
Let them know.
and there'll be many more apparently. Joe T, thanks for being here, man.
Merciless one.
It is fantastic to see you.
Going now.
Via stream, that is. Hasn't caught the stream in a while. It's been crazy times. Glad I can finally. Well, I'm glad I can finally stream.
Battle at
Either my
last.
ISP or YouTube One has
Great
been
chaos.
throttling me something crazy for a good long while, and finally seems to be better. I'm extremely happy it's better. I don't know what the issue was. I think it was my ISP because they've always been shady, but then YouTube's
on
getting
your
slammed, so
spoils.
I really don't know. It's very difficult
All
to
is
know
mine.
right now.
I
I don't really want to loot it because we kind of just keep going back and forth here with the dwarves. I'm basically just using this as a trap to kill Dawi stacks, and it's working. And if they go up here to floating pyramid, it's going to be the same thing. I really need one more army on foot, and I have plenty of cash, so we'll probably start that up here at Ancient City, which is our capital. Hey, Regina, how about you pick me a lord? Since I'm playing something where you have to see me fighting high elves, and you know you like playing elves in general more than other people, why don't you pick me a lord type? Is it a supreme sorceress? If so, what lore? Do you want a Druchii master, sword and shield, sword and crossbow? Tell me what lord you want me to pick here, Regina, and I will do it. I like the supreme sorceresses, but you know they have a lot of utility.
Bloodshed.
I'll go with whatever. I'm good, Calvin. How are you? All right, Sorceress Lore Shadow. Ooh, good pick. Good pick. All right, so let's go get a Supreme Sorceress Lore of Shadows. Malicious. I mean, that sounds good, but it's not really that impressive. Weapon Master. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Dark, Fire, Death, Beast, Shadows, Tough. Armor and melee defense. That's not a bad thing because they have no armor to begin with. Alright, so we either go with Tough or Weapon Master. I like Weapon Master, I think. I'm gonna go with Weapon Master. What does the Beast Master do? Dank and Funky, he kind of buffs up like all of your monstrous type units. War Hydras, Charybdis, Harpies, Dragons, Scourge Runner Chariots, Cold One units, all that. So anything that's a beast type unit, the Beastmaster has some special abilities to make them better in his army. So that's kind of his thing.
Supreme sorceress of Grod.
Here, we'll rename this character. This is Dark Regina. All right.
Supreme sorceress of Grod.
Start picking the army here. Let's see. You can buff weapon strength with items. That's true. That's true. She is definitely going heavy on shades with great swords. That's like the staple of a lot of my armies. Blackguard, because they're utilitarian, they're pretty good in a melee with other stuff, but they're also good against large. And they can withstand charges, so I really don't even mess with executioners. They're good. And honestly, Sisters of Slaughter are really good against the infantry of Bretonnian Empire, like very good. But they're terrible against their cavalry, so that's kind of a downside for me there. And then what I usually do is just throw in a few War Hydras, a couple of Black Dragons, and then I put some heroes in to help support the army. The War Hydras support the Blackguard line and make it darn near impossible for them to lose the infantry fight, and then the Dragons just give me some mobility, breath attacks, little air protection, that type of stuff. I just don't even mess with cold ones because they don't feel worth it in most of my armies, and this is the way I've been rolling. The 6 Shades with Great Swords just devastate stuff from range, and their Vanguard deploy. And then you stack on top of that the fact that they're pretty good in a late game melee as well, and I find them to be extremely useful. Now there may be better ways to just like straight min-max this that I'm not doing, but I'm also just not that kind of player. I'm not even good at thinking that way, to be honest. So, and since we have a lot of Death Hags available, I'm gonna just throw a couple of Death Hags in her army.
Magic.
I need to build some more buildings to get more. Let's see. Yeah, Dark Elf Cavalry is fun, and I do have a couple of armies with some Dread Knights, but they're just so bad on this campaign difficulty setting. Like, they're just really bad. Cold ones are kind of meh on the best of times, and when you go into this where the AI is getting all kinds of cheats, cold ones are just typically not good. So at least I don't think they're any good. Some people may really like them. Yeah, sure, they're good at cleaning up soft targets, but I swear they die so easy. And because they don't have a bonus versus large, almost every cavalry eats them up because the AI is getting so many buffs. So I just don't love cold ones. If I was going to be picking cold ones, I'd rather have cold one chariots or scourge runner chariots or something like that.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
You can't make a hero-only army, Luca. There's you'd have to make a mod to turn off like caps, but unit caps I don't believe. Well, I guess you could. Yeah, never mind. I guess you can. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough hero things open right now to do that, but yeah, I think you can. Man, this is a sucky name. Man, that makes me mad. Regina deserves a better name. I wanted Shadow Dart for Regina. This really ticks me off. This sucks. Leadership, I mean, we're not going to be ambushing a ton, I don't think. Hold the line, I guess. This, yeah, that stinks. I really wanted Shadow Dart. That's just kind of a crappy bad luck of the draw there. Ooh, poison attacks would be nice.
Priestess to the Druki.
Alright, so we've got another army in training. Let's move on to the next piece of business. These raiding Kislevites near Hag Hall.
What is your dark
We need to
purpose?
heal this off before we go after Teclis. Teclis is
Sorceress
technically
of the
very
dark
weak,
convent.
right? But I've fought him a few times, and he is almost untouchable in melee. I've slammed like 3 dragons into him. He just sits there and tanks it off. No problem. Doesn't get hurt. I don't know what he has. Like, I looked at his physical resistance and his ward save, and it really wasn't that spectacular. But, like, you just can't touch Teclis. He is a pain in the butt to fight right now because you basically have to kill every unit in his army, and then he just goes running off on the side of the battlefield. Like, you almost can't kill him in a melee. If you hose him with, like, if you can get him to sit still long enough to hose him with, what do you call them, shades, then you might be able to take him. All right, Pavel. Let's give, see, it gave me Granite Stance last time. Yeah, why 2 in a row, the same old weak sauce stuff? Come on, CA, please. I want Shadow Dart. Shadow Dart's the best when you get like 200 range shades. I wish you could just pick Shadow Dart every time. If I auto-resolve this, I got a feeling they're gonna kill off some of my units, so I'm gonna fight it. Yeah, I am live. I am live. HEIR is live. We got a bunch of people here for like not really having planned this. That may be a result of the quarantine. Y'all might be desperate if you're stuck watching me at night. Thanks for joining. Appreciate everybody being here. We got max wins of magic. That's nice.
Beastmaster. Blackguard.
This is going to be a pretty straightforward run at their face and kill them type of strategy. It looks like I lost a dragon in this. Yeah, they must have killed a dragon of mine in an auto-resolve because I was supposed to have another dragon here. That's frustrating. Just kind of stagger these units through here. Like I said, these basically are my infantry breaking units. And they also kind of prevent my Blackguard from taking all of the missile fire. Looks like my Beastmaster's still on foot, as is my Sorceress, so I want to keep them in reserve, keep them safe. I'm going to pop that down for a minute just to make it a little more cinematic for you all. I'm going to bring the Shades straight in from this flank, and I'll send the Dragon and the Raven Heralds out to protect the Shades.
You're Wraithen. Battle ready.
Okay, let's push up in their face. Start working the magic with the Shades. The Forest is going to help the enemy a lot here. My all-time favorite memory of HEIR is during a Shogun 2 campaign where the last guy in a regiment took like 356 billion arrows. Those were pretty funny. It also reminds me of the Javelin Day times in Rome 2. I really enjoyed watching people just get shredded by javelin volleys. In Rome 2 was pretty entertaining. It was pretty entertaining. Oh man, good times. Oh my gosh, I'm just so glad that Kislev doesn't have rocket batteries here. Rocket batteries are so OP in the hands of the AI in these late game stages. Like, I mean, they are just so OP. They will kill half of a Blackguard in a single volley with the rocket stuff. It is absurd. And when you run into the Sunmaker, it is just like hell on earth. It is nuts. Okay, here comes the Cav YOLO. This defines every AI engagement in every battle. Have to YOLO the Cav. Like, just nonsensically YOLO your cavalry. Oh, I didn't get breath attacks with my Hydras, my bad. I don't know if I'll actually get that one, but I'll try for it. Let's bring our dragon over here to go after their lord. Just keep unloading on the flanks with my Shades. Just kind of keep chasing these cavalry in here. What's going on back here? Cavalry, how's my Shades doing? Oh yeah, of course we're getting Cav YOLO'd over here. Raven Heralds, do you mind? Turn my Shades' attention this direction. Stay after that Lord. Go after the Empire Captain. Let's go ahead and throw these guys into a little bit of combat. Witch Brew over here. Okay, those Empire Knights will fight to the last too, because the AI is just insane leadership. But, doesn't matter. They can fight to the last if they want. I'll kill them all. Let's kill the handguns. Enemy lords down. Army losses should have been taken place long ago. But you can see the AI is still not suffering from army losses. Sitting here trying to move a hag, a death hag that's... How are they not army losses right now? CA, please? Really? Have you ever fought this long into a battle without army losses? This is like when there's a couple Skaven slave slingers left at the end and they just don't rout. There we go. Really? Maybe that mortar. Maybe CA thinks the mortar is going to win the whole thing. Finally, army losses. There we go. They had 200 and something men left before they went army losses. Holy cow. This is why I don't play Legendary. Well, actually, the battle settings here in Very Hard are the same as Legendary. The only difference on Legendary is that it takes away your save game feature and does it automatically only when it wants to. You can still game that a little bit, though. Like, if you take your save game out of the folder while you're playing and save it somewhere else, you can actually kind of cheat the system on that. Tip for those who want to do that. But the battle difficulty is the same on Legendary and Very Hard. They also limit your battle camera. And just make it a lot harder for you to get around the battlefield. But of course, you can break all that with mods.
You're worth
There's
more
not
alive.
Outside of really the save feature is probably what makes Legendary the hardest.
Servitude is your
It's mostly the save featuring.
legendary rank.
Okay, so we killed some Kislevites,
High Beastmaster.
sent them back to the Ice Queen in boxes. Let's get a Manticore hold on. Okay, yeah, we've done everything down here. So this is making my forces as cheap to maintain as possible. Let's go ahead and grab a Manticore for my Lord, and then after that I'm going to work on a Slaughter Lord and Raid Leader, because it'll help my Shades and my Blackguard be better. We definitely need that because of the difficulty of combat here. Go with Bride of Cain. We have Arcane Conduit. Let's go ahead and get some magical reserves. Obviously, I try and get immortality as quickly as possible
Sorceress of Gron.
for all my units here. We got to give Regina her, Dark Regina her skill point. Regina, what skill points do you want for your Lord? You got 10 skill point or 8 right now. Tell me where you want your skill points if you're still out there, and I'll watch for that comment and come back and do it. Okay, Malekith has a fight on his hands up here. Whee! And it's a mess.
By Sigma, no!
It is... certainly seems winnable.
I'll ignore that.
Malekith. The nearest reinforcements for him are a ways off, unfortunately. Where? Oh, no, okay. They're here. Never mind. They are not a ways off. So Malekith has reinforcements. And in fact, if we pull out to go reinforce Malekith, that would actually be good, because then it could probably lure the Fey Enchantress in here to the Twisted Glade, because the AI is like magnetized to undefended settlements. It doesn't matter if it does them no good whatsoever. They are magnetized to your lowest defended settlements. And so you can actually use that against them. So if I pull out of this, it's almost a guarantee that Corone or these Empire will come right down here to the Twisted Glade and give themselves up in an easy fight for me. So I'm going to move up with Neheth Grimgaze here to support Malekith, and we're going to put down these Kislevite losers. Okay, we have to kind of move up over here. This is probably going to screw up the way that the reinforcements are coming in. Okay, now we got this guy alone. Haha, booyah! Later, Zekar. Well played, sir. Noob. Let's see. All right, Regina's telling me how she wants me to do the Lord. Let's go do that real quick before I lose that comment. All right, so she says 1 in Melkoth, max out Pendulum, enfeebling foe, withering. Don't bother with mounts until she gets her dragon. I'll just go ahead and put the last one in evasion so I can unlock Pit of Shades soon. I love Pit of Shades and Pendulum. They are really good spells. I have kind of the same thinking on that, Regina. I usually don't mess with mounts until I get them all the way up on a dragon. Occasionally, I'll move outside of that. Don't have virus, folks. Just allergies.
Cruelty and violence. Establish a garrison.
I love how I said that once and someone's like, that's what the virus would want you to say. I was dying. That was hilarious.
traitors.
Alright, Malekith is... see, he's got Seraphon unlocked, but I can't use Seraphon. It's bugged. It's a bunch of bullcrap. CA, please. No more Proving Grounds betas until we fix stuff like this. Again, I like the idea of a Proving Grounds beta. I'm not telling them to never do that stuff. That's just me saying, if you're going to go do this, get these other things right first. Okay? That's it. That's all I'm getting at there. Word of Hecate, magic resistance. We still don't have Word of Pain, which is actually a really good one for Malekith. And we don't even have Arcane Conduit. So let's put our second point in Doombolt so we can unlock Arcane Conduit. The AI was leveling him up for a long time, so I don't like what Malekith has, but I mean, I took him over from the AI. Aren't there mods that reset that as well? Like, to where you can do all the skill points?
Look on me.
Ooh, replace him with the Random Lord? You might be able to get Seraphon when you recruit him. Ah, that's a good idea, Regina. I will do that after this turn.
Merciless.
We'll see. We'll see.
My dealers of
I like that crafty thinking. Now, why is it giving these guys... if I auto-resolve this, I'm going to lose probably like a Blackguard or something. Which I'm not really happy or willing to do right now. So I'm going to have to fight this and kill Ivan. Nothing beats a Burning Head. Burning Head is really good. If you're fighting low armor stuff, it's very good. It's not very good against armor, but if you're up against a lot of low armor stuff like Rats or Empire or stuff like that, yeah, Burning Head is pretty valuable. Wow, did you get enough trees on the map here? Holy mackerel. I'm just gonna mix in the Witch Elves. We're gonna get Cav-YOLO'd, probably. And the AI will probably aim their horses straight for the Witch Elves.
Shades.
Empire Knights. I'm gonna hide the Shades out here, take them off fire at will. I'm gonna let the Empire Knights kind of come forward and YOLO, and then I'm just gonna eat that flank alive with, I'll send the cavalry that way just in case they go after my Shades. In this particular army, I've got a couple of Blood Rack Shrines. I'll try and put the big hefty units out in front of my Witch Elves to help block cavalry charges.
What deeds await?
Yeah, so that'll help block the cavalry charges. And let's roll the dragon out here with the Dread Knights. I hate these maps. I can't see anything. It's absolutely awful. When you get up close, you can kind of see through it, but I mean, forest maps like are just an absolute mess. I don't even like playing on them because they're so unusably bad looking, like in terms of trying to play while on it. I mean, yeah, this is great. I love this view. I do love Total War, people. I'm just being a little salty for fun. I know sometimes people take me the wrong way. Think that I'm like beating the game up or something. I think you criticize the things you love sometimes. Pit of Shades is great in multiplayer. Pit of Shades is good. It's reliable. If you get a blob going, well, fortunately for me, these trees are going to totally block their artillery. AI is probably lining up for a Cav YOLO here. Yeah, see, they're moving their Empire Knights towards the center. It's going to be so hard to see anything that's going on here. Let's pop the dragon. Shades, move out this way. Yeah, here comes the YOLO.
Without question.
Every time we YOLO. Hopefully we will just berserk these. Actually, yeah, get in here, let's see if we can pin these units. What do we got going on over here? Let's watch out. Can you, Druki, please take that out? Let's breath attack that. Sorry, I kind of talk to myself while I'm giving orders. Anybody else do that?
Skilled murderesses.
Fear me.
Malekith. Let's do a little Blade Wind fun back here. little bit risky, but take that risk. Oof, I really want to bomb that, but I don't have a unit in good position for it. Let's finish chewing that up. Dread Knights, if you want to not get shot, that would be preferable. I know you're waiting on my command, but feel free to attack at will. No longer need that dragon over here, so let's take him this way. Bloodrack Shrine. Can you help out back here, please? Alright, perfect. Swing in this way. Little dragon. Little breath attack, please. If you would be so kind. Or unkind, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna bomb these swordsmen over here. Some dark conduit. Here goes. Little blood explosion. Cult of Pleasure definitely approves of a little blood explosion. Cavalry came back from routing, and I'm getting YOLO'd by it, of course.
Lord of Nagara.
Soul Steal here, so Malekith doesn't have to replenish as much. Somehow the AI is still hanging on, despite being impossibly beaten. There we go. Alright, savaged another Kislevite army. The key to winning is to recruit Yari Ashigaru and then form a shield. This is true. This is true. Yari Ashigaru, shield wall, OP, game over, GG. The Dark Eldar. I wish they would have put a campaign in for some of those factions on Battlefleet Gothic 2. I hate that there's not a campaign for some of those Eldari factions.
Enslave the weak. Seeking entertainment.
Alright,
Malekith, King of Nagara.
head on back over. Let's try punting Malekith. If for nothing else than the fact that it's just funny.
A would-be traitor.
We'll punt him for a Beastmaster just for a short while here.
High Beastmaster.
And then as soon as Malekith's available to recruit again, just bring him back. That is going to hurt my upkeep cost a little, but I'm not really that worried about it at the moment. Ooh. Get to buff up some of my monsters here. Yeah, let's have a little fun with that while we're at it. Give him a Scourge Runner Chariot. Little Slaughter Lord. Alright, he'll be a stand-in Malekith for a few turns. Probably should have used a Sorceress just to have some magic, but we're not going to get too far out on our own there, and we'll see if that fixes our problem on getting Seraphon. That would be great if it works. Be absolutely great if we could get Seraphon back. Alright, so I was holding out in kind of a ambush stance here, hoping that the AI would come in and attack these weak settlements. They're probably going to all go after Twisted Glade at the moment. So I'm going to keep doing this, though. What I like to do is these unguarded settlements, I'll just hang out in an ambush stance right next to it. And a lot of times the AI will just come in and get pwned. And we'll be in good shape. So we hurt Kislev pretty bad this turn. Pretty bad indeed. Let's see. I have a bunch of Black Arcs over here. And we could try and like go siege Tor and Rock, but then that leaves my coast open to people coming from elsewhere. So I'm mostly trying to use these Black Arcs to prevent the High Elves from continuing to send stuff like this. And then when I get this extra army here, I'm just going to camp it out in the Isthmus of Lustria to prevent this type of thing. Watch how much income I lose when Port Reaver gets taken from me. It's a lot. You can't afford to lose stuff like that for very long. That's also why I'm sitting on such a huge treasure trove of cash, is in case I get hit with something like that, I have to temporarily be able to upkeep all my armies. It's absolutely critical. Woundmaker, what are we up here? Eternal Hatred. Ward of Cain's always good for someone on a dragon. Have a little bit of resistance to missiles. It's a good thing she's immortal, because she's probably going to get assassinated before she even gets back to this force. I have so many skill points to hand out every turn in. Oh, Morathi's up here. She needs to be moved. She's only got 5 skill points left. Shade, standard die. Grotesque sacrifices. Magic item drop chance would be nice. Got Enchanting Beauty. Survivalist is always a good thing to have. Like, that's an extra 300 hit points. You never know. I'll take it. Morathi was cleaning up Katep. Katep will not surrender. He has been beaten into a dusty pulp multiple times. Will not ever take a peace agreement. And I know that there is a huge penalty in terms of diplomacy with me and his faction just by the nature of this campaign. I get that. But, like, at some point, you know, every creature has to have some degree of reason. And that reason is just not present in Katep. Like, I mean, look at his current situation.
I could crush you with a single
Won't even consider it. Won't even consider it. Maybe if that mechanic is something I'm misunderstanding and, like, they're not allowed to make peace with me, okay. I got it. That makes sense. I'm going to take Admiral Colagun here, Beastbinder, and I'm going to take all these units off, put him in port, and then continue the recruitment. Oops, sorry. Wrong click there, air. He's got a 6 Blackguard. Yeah, I'm kind of spamming out similar stacks now. These are just stacks that I like to work with. Stuff that I can trust in terms of helping me get the job done. I'll finish building him up. But yeah, if we put him in port, it prevents him from getting picked off and not getting reinforcements. Blacklight Tower can go up to tier 3 defenses. That would be very important. Morathi made her move. Who has not moved that we may want to move? Training. Okay. Shades with great swords next. Okay, so I'll have another army in the south to help against the dwarves. This hopefully will be a turning point for me. I mean, it has been a long while of fighting through this on my own.
Pride of madness.
Okay, this girl keeps getting assassinated.
Tyrant
This
of
death hag. She belongs in... She kind of belongs in the Admiral's army here.
Supreme sorceress.
I could just leave her out of it and send her...
Powerful sorceress.
No, let's put her in the Admiral's army.
Desires.
I'll get rid of those harpies and throw her in there. I think she'll help serve there better. Death hags are pretty handy. Busting up infantry. Single incantation. I mean, Chaos needs an early game buffs, not late game. What are y'all talking through right now? On Morathi, what's the skill that boosts the Shade's missile damage? Raid Leader? I believe so. And I believe I have used that one with her.
Mother of the...
Oh, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. It's a good call. Yeah, I wasted a bunch earlier here on Sheaf Master, and I wish I hadn't done it. Like, I had to do this early in the game just to make her troops stronger, but I wish I had these 6 skill points back. I'd really rather have used them on Slaughter Lord and something else. So, yeah, it's a tricky situation. I kind of had to do it for early game, but then part of me wishes that I hadn't. Morathi, you can spend skill points for a long time on Morathi. Some training, finish this stuff up to triple gold.
High Beastmaster.
Hi, Beastmaster. Hang on, what? Why? What? Why did it take me to him? Because he can still move, I guess? Yeah, okay, whatever. Skip that, please. Val's Anvil will probably get whacked, but I'm going to go ahead and spend the money on it. Maybe it'll lure the AI in there. Sometimes spending the money on it's almost worth it just as AI bait, because they'll know you spent money there and they'll come try and destroy it. Sometimes, like I said, you can use their impulsive behaviors against them. And I do mean impulsive. AI is extremely impulsive. Okay. I'm just completing all of my stuff. Like, I have all of the tech that I want. I'm just teching out at this point, getting everything I can get. Warhammer mods usually take things a bit too far. Like a mod I have for Undead Dragons, they have like 6 charges for breath attack. Yeah, it's the thing I like about those mods is they create a play style that any player can pick and choose. I kind of wish CA would put more options like that into a campaign so that the campaign becomes a very customizable experience. And then as you start the campaign, it can throw out like a difficulty rating or modifier. Maybe it's an A, B, C, D, E, F, or a 0 to 100%, or more than 100% potentially. Yeah, see, look, they took the bait. They're headed down a twisted glade. Actually, those guys are headed somewhere else. Curious. What is the Reichland up to? Well, they just lost that army, parking it right in front of my Black Ark. Yeah, they didn't reinforce it either. Wow, yeah, that's a bunch of dead Reichlanders. Okay, so AI made a big mistake there. My allies are the Vampire Coast, and they're horrible. They're just getting absolutely beat down by Kara Zakarak. They are terrible allies. They have done very little the whole game. But, you know, I get some trade income off of them right now, so they're good for something. Ambush foiled. Freaking crap. Look at that. Hostile hero activity. Assassinate. Critical success. Piece of crap. One of my Beastmasters. Or Master Drukis. AI gets this bullcrap way too much. So irritating. It's like Shogun 2 level of agent spam here. Even though they want me to pay them for peace, I don't want any of these wars. I don't want these guys to send stacks over here. I don't know if they would, but I don't want it. I don't want any part of it. So I'm going to take every peace treaty that comes my way.
I have no time, so make it quick.
This is an exception, because Kislev is trying to give me this peace treaty to save their own skin. Kislev is going to die for a few more turns, then I'll take their peace treaty. They may not offer it then, but I'm not giving Kislev an easy way out to just backstab me again. Alright. Ambush foiled. Where was this at? And what level was this? What? The master has been assassinated by a cow. What?
Limitless power.
I didn't have a master up here, did I?
Druki.
Who was this? That's not where I didn't have a master up there.
Heal, beasts of Druki.
Well, where's a witch hunter at? There's no witch hunter there. There's a witch hunter here.
I will not obey.
Yeah, he was in this army. Why was it taking me back over there? Okay, so this is where the critical success assassination took place. Bunch of garbo. Can I take those harpies for a turn or two? No. How come I can't?
Black-hearted.
CA, please. How come I can't combine these two armies?
Of Nagaroth.
All right, well,
Priestess to the Druki.
What?
it's frustrating.
Lord of the Black Court.
Observing these doors.
What building lets me recruit a master? Because I don't have enough of those buildings. Let's hit the building tree real quick. Master Druki. Okay, it's just this halls of mustering. I could build some of those, probably. I don't want to do it here. Nagaron would be a good place to do that, probably. I need to add some halls of mustering because I don't have enough slots open. Oh my gosh, I got it. Okay. Million messages.
Trust my instincts. I have control.
Alright, Venom Glade. Really?
I will not obey.
AI, just single-minded blindness to anything strategic. Oh, I'm gonna go take Circle of Destruction. That's not defended. I mean, the stupidity is unbelievable for the AI here. Like, You just left your settlement wide open to me, right in front of me.
Chosen of
I cannot say enough words about how stupid these decisions are for the AI. So bad. Hey, we're gonna do we're gonna change up all the economics. Why? Change the way the AI thinks. Make them more interesting to fight. Make them more interesting to fight, please. This would be a good place to build that building and try and get another master slot opened. This is just pure ignorant stupidity on the part of the AI here. Hey, let's leave our settlement wide open. One of the last ones we have around here. Leave this army high and dry. No reinforcements. Let's split up. HEIR has huge armies around here, so let's split up, make ourselves vulnerable to them.
Who seeks me?
Showed me. Showed me. The Master Druki.
The very air is tainted.
We can finally recruit one to replace him, so I'll do that. Probably this one, just 'cause it's +4 everywhere. Okay, whatever. He's probably gonna get assassinated before he ever gets to that army. We're suffering some income loss because of these ports getting hit. This is a big mistake right here on the part of Marcus Hasselhoff.
No mercy. Lord of Nagaroth.
Oh, the rocket batteries.
Draw your blades.
All right, we can do it. The rocket batteries are going to be brutal. This is going to be another CA please moment too, where I attack them with my Black Arc, and then they're going to start on the high ground of my Black Arc with their rocket batteries, mind you. This battle ought to just be the giant Black Arc with huge cannons pointed down, just demolishing the bullcrap transports of the Reich clan. That would be the appropriate look for this battle. Oh, they got a freaking Luminarch. Demigryph Knights and rockets. They're gonna YOLO me with the Demigryph Knights. Watch, this battle will be very predictable. Okay, ready? I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's going to play out. I will call it play for play. I'm going to deploy my shades over here so that I can get up on the flank of the Empire. The Empire will unleash brutally accurate Hellstorm rocket battery fire here, which will effectively delete 1, maybe 2 of my Blackguard before the melee even begins. And then I will get into the melee, the Empire will get wrecked, but not before they YOLO their Demigryph Knights, either straight into my Shades with Great Swords, or straight into my Blackguard line. So, you ready for it? Here we go. Let's see if I can predict the future. I do not expect the AI to be completely human-like. That is very difficult to do. I just want them to make some very basic choices different than they do now. Like, stop programming the AI to YOLO their cavalry straight into stuff at the very beginning of the battle. Program them to hold the cavalry in reserve. Go after something once things have been engaged where you can make a better decision. Yeah, look, here we go. Got a quarter deleted. Second unit taking hits. Between the two of these, that's a half unit deleted already. Here comes the Luminarch. I'm gonna catch the Luminarch out here. Wreck it. Okay, here comes the Demigryph Knight YOLO. Told you the YOLO was coming. Yeah, we're almost a unit's worth of Blackguard deleted by the rockets already. Demigryph Knights were intercepted and murdered. That went exactly as predicted. Attack, please. Let's get my dragons up in the air. If you all could please wreck that. Luminarch be dead. Let's push up. Rockets are now focused on me over here. Let's bombard this rocket battery a little, shall we? Intercept the Immigrant Knights. That is going to hurt, though.
At once. Orders understood.
I'm going to try and get a good pendulum wound up here when the time is appropriate. Yeah, take that, rocket battery. Coming for the rest of you. I should have been on those rocket batteries a little faster now that my shades are safe. Let's push the shades up. Let's get some buffs here. Actually, get out of that. Get out of that. Let's pendulum right here. I don't know that I needed to overcast that, actually. And let's blow up that Hydra. That's a really good pendulum. Oh! Choke on it. Let's Pit of Shades these guys. Push that in. Shades, can you mop up this fight for me real quick? Okay, cleaned up. Look at those halberds, face to face with Blackguard, totally holding their own. Pit of Shades, I mean, they just shrug it off. No problem. Not an issue. It's great swords here. Remember, these guys got smacked by a pendulum. Totally did fine against my black. They're gonna defeat the Blackguard easily. Look at this. I'm down to 16 Blackguardsmen. Easily gonna defeat my guys. Look at that, 50 kills, despite the pendulum.
Bloody murder!
Despite the pendulum. And again, who knows why we're not on army losses yet, but there we go. That's the army losses I've been looking for. Perfect. So the Reichland loses yet another army. What do they got fighting Sigmar's Sons? Sigmar's Sons are about to kill my mage, really? Shades, if you would be so kind, please. I'll slow them down a little and you'll just do your thing. Do your thing. Give him a couple of new body piercings. Who's Sigmar's son now, ugly? Who's your daddy? You may be Sigmar's son, but who's your daddy? I get annoyed when the dwarves confederate because Karazakarak gets so much land and end up being so powerful. Yeah, they do. They're very strong right now in this campaign. They're very strong right now. Yeah, Pendulum does do the overcast. That's right. Pendulum overcast is maybe a Spirit Leech I'm thinking of, where it's just like extra range for the spell. Okay, now we need to get right back in Skeggy so we can replenish, but you see, that's going to slow any enemy invasions down because they're going to have to go back and rebuild that army. Just buys me time.
Master of Nagaroth.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start walking up here with him. It's going to be a 1,000,000 turn walk.
Moving amongst them. I have just
Okay, they're supporting Regina. Arnheim is safe. Nothing I really need to do by sea at the moment. I just need to keep holding my ports safe with these black arcs. This army is 2 turns away from activating, and that's going to be a huge game changer down here against the dwarves. And we've been holding our own between Harrison, the Grey Vanquisher, and Nolosi's Shadow Dart. Did we get assassinated? No, gosh, she's still alive, just barely. Just barely. Okay, here's what I've been doing the last few times to actually pretty good effect. There's a huge ambush chance here. Yeah, 90%. So I'll move Shadow Dart up. Let's go ahead and put her in here. And then what I've been doing, drop her into an ambush, and then I've been putting the weaker lord right behind her as bait, and trying to bait the dwarves. I've actually gotten a couple of their armies this way in the last few turns, so it allows me to just kind of pick off the dwarf armies. I also have Lightning Strike, and so I've definitely been picking off dwarf armies one by one as well, and it's been fairly effective. Von Karsteins are super weak now. What, do they not do good in campaign? Yeah, that's true. I don't ever see the Von Karsteins much in campaign anymore. Sheaf Master. Who did that? Did I do that? I hope I didn't do that, because that's a waste. Let's give him Draft Master and then Wreathe the Mist so that he can Lightning Strike or do the naval equivalent thereof. Witch Brew. Let's just go with Leadership Aura Size. They can keep a lot of your units in the fights for a long time if you level these Death Hags up properly, like right here. See that +9 leadership effect for anything in the range, and then Soothsaying's making that range a lot bigger.
High Beastmaster.
This guy.
What violent delights.
Would the Fey Enchantress take this fight?
Dreadlord, at your command.
Do I have any Regiment of Renown to throw? Oh, I have the Sisters of the Singing Doom we can throw in here temporarily. I don't know if they would take this fight. I would certainly like to have it.
Supreme sorceress of
Take out these armies of Coron.
By Sigma,
Empire may try and come ashore and get me there, but I mean, at least it would lure them ashore. Let's see if we can fight the Fae. Oh, they're gonna take it, and we can Lightning Strike, so not that it makes any real difference. And the auto-resolve thinks it makes a significant difference. HEIR, you just don't know this. Aurelian, he's insane. He's mad OP.
For Nagaroth, for victory!
The Von Karsteins weren't dead enough. In the chat real quick, what are you guys' favorite factions to play in campaign? Honestly, oh man, there are so many factions. I really like playing Clan Scryer in campaign just because all their machines and stuff are absolutely ludicrous. I have so much fun with it. It's highly entertaining. And I don't even really like playing Skaven. It's just so much fun with Clan Scryer to use all that nonsense. I love the warp bombs and the warp missile, or yeah, warp, whatever you call those things, like the missile in the middle of combat. It's just hilarious. You guys want to see a Shade Assassination? I do. Here comes a Shade Assassination. Let's see, Dark Elves, High Elves, Vampire, Druchii. Raise the Dead is a pretty insane mechanic for a player. I mean, you can dominate campaign with Raise the Dead if you do it right. I mean, you can absolutely dominate. Oh, whoops, we forgot our Sisters of the Singing Doom. Can't forget them. That wouldn't be very polite of me. Are Druchii polite, though? I mean, that kind of seems like a counterintuitive statement. All right, here comes. Shade Assassinate him. Oh, we missed. Come on, Druchii. Get your game on. There we go. That was a lot better. That was a lot better. Okay, we're going to let him run off squealing for a minute. Let him go. It's not worth our time. Let's just take out his little archers. But hey, remember that these guys played a big difference in the auto-resolve, so I'm going to show you what kind of difference they made, okay? Remember, there was a pretty significant oh, wait, what happened? I thought these guys were supposed to play a pretty pivotal role here. The auto-resolve told me that it was going to shift things a decent bit. What happened? CA. I don't get it. Are you telling me the auto-resolve is false? Is it Trixie? Look, they're using all their magic to heal that guy too. Hey! What's with the catapults? What's with the catapults? Act like we're enemies or something here. Alright, Druchii. Those are Grail Guardians. I don't really want to fight Grail Guardians, but we're gonna do it. Grail Knights, that's another fight I don't really want right there. Let's Helm of Discord these guys. Stand and fight. Shades, unload on them. There comes the inevitable YOLO. YOLO! Okay. Countercharge some of this stuff. Oh, look at that. I got outflanked. Trixie. Come on, explode him, explode him. Don't let him get away. Explode him, explode him. Do it, do it. Oh, goodbye, questing knights. Get wrecked. Good blob. Keep it up. Keep blobbing like that. Playing like a pro. Let's get up here. Let's come up and terror bomb this infantry. Are you gonna move? Yo!
Carnage awaits. Elfry and Aha.
Did she say Elfry and Aha? What? I didn't catch that. I don't speak Druki. Look at this. The peasant. Oh, they got a Grail Relic. Okay. That actually kind of makes sense why they didn't get terror bombed right there. I was about to complain, but no. That's legit. They got a Grail Relic. If they're not going to terror route, then that would be the situation.
Black of heart! Onwards! Die, weaklings!
Furious dark. Feel the dark.
Bloody murder!
Going. March.
Whoa! Easy with the trees there. Let's not get hasty, Faye. Hey, speaking of Faye, let's go Dragon Chomper.
Sorceress of blood.
I need a bunch of you all over here. Sisters of the Singing Doom, if you would please head on over this way. I have need of you. These Grail Guardians are actually going to be kind of tricky to wipe out here. Faye Enchantress is a slippery one. Whoa! Comet of Kazandora! Or is it Chalice of... What do they call it with their... Chalice of Potions? Oh, Sisters of the Singing Doom. They're gonna rip this archer blob apart. Get them, sisters! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Rest in peace. I think we want to see the Fae Enchantress getting swarmed by Sisters of the Singing Doom. This is just for my own entertainment here. Can they catch her? Oh! She got dive bombed. Why'd you lose your attack order? There's no reason to lose the attack order there. Oh! Little dragon bait. Faye the dragon bait. That dragon is merciless, man. Not letting the sisters have any of that. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay. Hold on just a second, folks. Alright, Mrs. Eyre is catching up on some Hallmark shows. She does not
They
require my
belong to
presence.
me.
I'll probably
I
ruin them
have
for her with
dark
my unwanted commentary, so it actually works out good for you all, because it means I'll be on stream longer.
Do you take me for a churl?
Alright, well, that was good. That was good. This works for us. Elven healing could be handy in certain situations too. What did we get for killing Faye? Okay, this was already this turn, so I'm well aware of that. Okay.
Supreme sorceress.
Let's get Reggie some equipment before we forget. I feel like she would like a Helm of Discord. Yeah, Helm of Discord. Web of Shadows. Ooh. Magic attacks. I approve. Talisman. Constant 10% ward save is probably better. I mean, it depends. Like, if there's magic attack, then the ward save is better. Let's give her the ward save. Trickster Shard, Guiding Eye. I mean, when we put her on the dragon, she'll have terror anyway. Let's go with Potion of Toughness. Ooh, Assault of Stone. Regina, do you want the Forbidden Rod, or do you want the Assault of Stone? Tome of Furion, Amber Trace. Help me pick your equipment if you're still out there. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you are, help me. What arcane item should I get you here? I like these public order ones because you can quickly turn around public order in a province when you capture it. I mean, you can get a ton of plus to public order. I just cut the boot from the upstairs. My commentary on the afterlife proved less welcome than Morgan Freeman. That's funny. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, Mrs. Aaron never really minds having me around, but I mean, I can't help but open my mouth watching that Hallmark stuff and make fun of it. Then again, you know, like, I do all this nerdy stuff like Warhammer, so I get it, right? You know, someone could easily sit there and make fun of me too. It's all good. But I just can't help it. And I don't want to ruin Mrs. Ayer's shows because she enjoys it. Assault of Stone. Black Horror, if you can get your hands on it. Okay, I don't think I have a Black Horror. I like that one too, a lot. Assault of Stone is a good one. You make a blob and drop this Assault of Stone on it. It is kind of absurd. Okay, am I allowed to use that? Huh? CA, please? What? Does she have too many abilities? Because Helm of Discord's on there, Web of Shadows, Potion of... They can only have so many abilities over there, right? Is that it? Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's what it is. Dang it. Well, I don't know. What do you want, Regina? Do you want Web of Shadows, or do you want the Assault of Stone? See, quit telling me how many abilities I can have. It's my campaign. Stop cramping my style. When I say I want OP, I want OP. Let's see. Don't need Web of Shadows. Okay. All right. Got it set. Who else needs to move this turn? Morathi. Retake Rakdo Gorge for like the 5th time. I don't know when, if ever, I will get these guys to surrender. I just want these losers out of my territory. It's mine. It's Nagarond. This is not the baguette-filled fields of Bretonia. This is Nagarond. Get out. Get out of my house. I want the war to be on their lands. I'll be able to train shades in pretty much every province I get the chance. Build the wall there. Oh yeah, we're gonna wall these people out. The Great Sea Wall, right straight down the middle of the map, and we're gonna make Lothern pay for it. Okay.
This one is paper.
They actually kind of will, because I've enslaved about half their populace. There's kind of some truth in that statement. I've been looting them and taking their people as slaves, so you know, it's actually kind of a true statement at this point. Kind of a true statement. Really not a whole lot that matters right there. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to skip that. What did I retake? Is it out here? Rakdo? Yeah, this one.
The Druki are restless.
Alright. Alistair. I don't know how many times I've killed Alistair the White Lion. It's gonna be happening again. about every 10 turns or so, Alistar dies. He's more like Alistar the Dead Lion at this point. Yeah, that sieging of Nagaron, yeah, that's not going to happen. Stop kidding yourself, Hierophant. That's not going to happen. Have I seen Pixelated Apollo and his Bannerlord? I have not. I have not. Bannerlord, or I guess the original,
The thrill of battle.
what did you call it? What is the rest of the name of that game? Why is it evading me right now? I know it. Okay, well, the original one, not Bannerlord. I don't know why this is... like, my mind is just totally blanking on it right now. Mountain Blade. The original Mountain Blade, it just didn't look interesting to me. I'm not saying it's not a fun game, but, like, the combat in it is probably fun when you're clicking it. I find it very janky and uninteresting to watch. Like, it's like guys like, like just going around, like, really looking weird. And it's probably one of those games that's more fun to play in a lot of ways than it is to watch. But Mountain Blade, like, just from my perspective, the setting is cool. The idea behind the game is cool. Ha, it worked. The idea behind the game is cool, and I think I can see why people like it. But for me, I've never gone and played it just because the combat looks so horribly janky. Like, just really janky. Maybe fun, not bashing people who like it. I'm just saying that's the reason why I haven't. I could be missing out on a really fun game.
Destruction lies
Well aware of that
beyond.
at this point. See you later. Is his name
To all
Thick?
enemies.
Thick?
For
Thike?
Nagaroth.
What?
For victory.
The jank's just part of the fun. And see, that could be the case, right? Some games are weird that way. Like, they'll look really goofy
them
and stupid,
eliminated.
but they will be super fun. Minecraft, good example. Minecraft looks like a pile of dirt. And, I mean, just if you're going off looks and the way things, it looks absolutely stupid, but it's a fun game. Fun game. Good times. So that maybe that's the case with Bannerlord, and I'm just the idiot missing out on it because I haven't tried it, right? I'm aware that that might be the case. But yeah, the first time I saw a Mountain Blade video, someone was like, "HEIR, you should go check out Mountain Blade. That game's awesome." And I went and watched the video, and I'm just like, are they trolling me? Because it looks so weird. But then I watched one for a while, and it is kind of cool how you build up like your band of men, and you're getting them equipment, and you're rolling around the map. That part, yeah, I get it. That makes a lot more sense to me. Like, what would be getting people into that kind of thing? So, yeah, it's not totally lost on me why the game would be fun. Minecraft is literally a pile of dirt. Doesn't mean it's not fun. Yes, it is a big pile of dirt that you dig through. It is a fun game, even after all these years. Some games are just that way. Like, I remember watching Minecraft, like, when it first came out, people were playing it, and I was like, this game is so stupid. Really? I mean, I didn't even... She was in my army for one turn. Lay off! Goodness sakes, you dolly freaks. Give me a break. Ugh. My agents, the agent spam is just absurd. Yeah, you shouldn't. See, look how much income. I went down like 10,000 income almost for losing 2 settlements. You tell me that would happen to the AI, right? Now remember, Port Reaver is a port. I have plenty of ports right now that are open, so there's nothing preventing me from trading. I don't know how in the world I can lose 10,000 income from Port Reaver and the Circle of Destruction, which was barely a settlement as it was. Like, I don't know, but this is why I was telling you all you can't. I mean, it's still kind of on a knife's edge because a couple mistakes and you're in the negative hard, and if you can't pull those armies back in, you're in trouble. You'll be in big trouble. Can we get Malekith back here yet? I really want my boy. 3 more turns. Why did I wait so long? Hey, I didn't have to wait that long. Bunch of horse crap. Might as well give him some stuff here. it's just for a couple turns. I'll just stick a couple of these banners on him for a turn or two. Just for fun. Why is it... Here, I don't know why it hid Broken Skies comment. I'll show that one. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to take care of a couple things in chat real quick.
The end comes.
What? What's with the auto-resolve? I mean, maybe it's accounting for the walls here, but really? I think this Bretonnian garbage is gonna stop me? Okay. I don't usually do a lot of sieging on here without reinforcements, because this actually is a pretty bad way to get caught out, but I'm feeling relatively safe at the moment. Who knows, maybe I'll get caught out and destroyed.
Forward.
Okay, there's a Kislevite army back there. We can take them out of play.
Chosen of Hecate.
Let's just keep pushing up.
Moving on.
Keep pushing up, keep pushing up. If we get sieged over here again...
Ludicrous.
Techless, you're out of your mind, son.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Get off it. Out of your mind.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Alright.
Cruel dreadlord.
Well, I didn't realize we weren't going to be able to attack this guy
Noble
here.
of Nagaroth. Noble of Nagaroth.
I don't know if we can... No, we can't reach him. Is he across some kind of river? Yeah, there's a river right there. The river runs through it. I guess I should have just taken the underway interception.
Feared warrior.
What we'll do is we'll put the Grey
I command
Vanquisher
you now.
in the city,
Druki servant.
and I'll go into an ambush stance right over here with
awaits
Nolosi,
Watch and wait.
and we'll just see if we can catch this dwarf stack again on this turn in, and I
Lord
won't
of Fear.
pass up the opportunity to KO him. Look at that, our income's already back up a whole bunch. What did I do that brought back my... Oh, it was getting Techless off Arnheim. I mean, okay. So I didn't lose all of that from the one settlement. That makes more sense. But still, even 2,000 or 3,000 from that settlement's a little ridiculous. It wasn't making that much. And then Arnheim lost 5,000. Is that where all of my trade comes from? Like, we can't go through any of the other extremely numerous ports that I have? I mean, it's a very odd thing that, like, all of my income gets wrapped up when I have, like, 15 port settlements. It's really strange.
No mercy.
Well, y'all ready to see Katep bite the dust? I am. We're gonna make him regret his decision to come siege
Death
here.
and carnage await.
Medieval 2 would have better siege if pathfinding was better. Yeah, Medieval 2, for its time, was really an incredible game. So was Rome Total War, for that matter. For their time, those games were absolutely revolutionary. There was nothing like those back in the day, and they looked and played pretty awesome. Again, just comparatively speaking. Now, they obviously don't age well up against the newer Total War titles, at least not in my opinion, but they were very, very good for their time. And then you look at the mod tools that CA gave out for Medieval 2, just unreal. Unreal what they did with that game. So many mods in that game. You could mod everything. You could even make your own, like, intro scenes to the game. It was nuts. People made Warhammer mods, they made Lord of the Rings mods, they made, like, historical mods of all different types. You could map mod it. I mean, you could do everything on that game. It was absurd. Absurd in a good way.
Onwards to murder.
Really fantastic.
Advancing.
I'm assuming CA doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore for a couple of reasons. But would Games Workshop be upset if CA was letting people mod these games? Is that maybe one of the reasons why there's some limitations to what you can do? Or is CA kind of just a little more protective these days? They're a little worried that someone might accidentally outshine them? Like, I'm really curious why they don't allow like the full modding of games like that anymore. Maybe they're worried about intellectual property loss? I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything I can that helps explain. I don't understand those situations perfectly, so...
Onwards to murder! Eager for battle! Onwards to murder!
Yeah, dwarf ironclad battleships would be... Yeah, that would be cool. I wish they had enabled battles. Look, here comes an Ushabti YOLO. Because when you're the AI, you only get to YOLO once.
The merciless host! Bolt throwers!
Why not?
Murder awaits!
If you're gonna YOLO, YOLO hard and YOLO early. Right into Blackguard. See? You don't need a Proving Grounds beta. You just need to fix stuff like this. This is a bad decision. This is poor movement of the AI army that makes them easier to defeat, but more importantly, not necessarily the easier to defeat, it makes it less fun to play for the player. Okay? Yeah, you can win some epic battles here and there because of the numbers and the way everything stacks out, but it's more about don't make it less fun to play. Fix these things to make it more fun to play, make it more exciting. The way the AI plays should be fun. It should really be focused on the experience. Was the battle experience very satisfying for the player? Right? I think that's what you're aiming for. The player feel rewarded from the battles. Do they get excited every time they get a battle? And I like playing battles on here, don't get me wrong, but little stuff like this could make it better. Just suggesting how they could make the game better. Don't let the AI do stupid YOLOs like this. Have them be a little smarter. Make it more interesting. Why did they move up like all haphazard like this? They need to engage as a line. Make it more interesting. Don't get me wrong, AI has improved a ton. A ton. Even in recent titles. So kudos to CA for what they have done to improve it, because it's been a lot. They've improved it a lot. It was really and truly awful in some different titles even not that long ago. Freaking sandstorm. Katep! Look at that sandstorm, dude. He's wrecking me. Can't move. Ha! Get him, boys. Continue the bolt throwers out here. Ooh, get wrecked. Little black arc fun here.
Black guards! Eager for battle!
Just keep going for archers back here.
Corsair handfuls! Battle ready! We understand!
I thought I had some extra cold one riders. I must have mismicroed them somewhere over there. Oh well, whatever. Kill the Hierophant! The Grand Elephant Katep. Oh man, summoned Ushabti. Oh well, it's gonna be gone pretty quick. Ah, he's gone! Ding dong, the dork is dead. I want to move out of the way, gents. A little bit of a bombardment inbound. That was meant for the Hierophant. Good time to move out of the way.
Die, weaklings! Black guards!
Man, these bolt throwers have been cleaning house back here. This Lich Priest should be gone shortly. I don't know how army losses haven't set in yet. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go ahead and crumble. Just get it over with. You know you want to. Get back in that dirt. You know the best part about fighting undead armies? They're gone. Except for the vampires, where they say the dead rise again, and then where, bam, they're back. I love it. Because then they're just gone. Don't have to chase them down, anything else, they're just gone. Donovan says, I just finally got into Total War Warhammer 2, buying it over a year ago on sale, now with free time I'm addicted. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's one of the reasons why I play Total War as a general. Warhammer 2 is not the only good Total War game out there. And I was bashing a little on Three Kingdoms earlier. Three Kingdoms is still a fun game. I don't have major issues with Three Kingdoms. I just like Warhammer 2 better, so I keep playing it more. I was a little disappointed that Three Kingdoms didn't be more than it is, but it's not bad. Not bad. Okay? Not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but I want people to be playing Total War. I enjoy these games. I harp on them, obviously, as I've done some tonight, but it's because I love them.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
And I get a lot of fun out of them. And I love sharing that with other people. It is a great deal of fun. Ooh, Immortal, please. Immortal, please.
I watch from the shadow.
I'm gonna have to go down here and destroy the Red Desert, and then I've got them up to the north of me too. This is just a problem. Like, they're just all over. I can't. But the fact that we killed the Hierophant Katep over here is good. Let's go down here. Red Desert's a bigger settlement. They're more likely to be able to recruit more from there. It's got to be taken out. Same thing with the Plain of Spiders. It's gonna have to be taken out. Nick Rutsis, thank you for the 5. Says hello from Stir Crazy House in Texas. Sorry you're stuck inside so much, Nick. Thank you for the 5. And thanks for being a member. Got that gold shield up there. You've been a member of the channel for a long time. Nick, you are amazing. People, can you get some thanks and some WAD chat for Nick? Appreciate you being here, good sir. Try and keep yourself sane. I get the stir crazy. It is tough being in the house that much. I'm fortunate. I was really lucky. I was actually buying some land before all this stuff started, and then the land deal closed during all of this. So I have this acreage now that's about a 20 or 30 minute drive from my house. And of course, the best part of it is there's no virus on it, and there's no one there that could have virus because it's completely empty. There's not even running water on the property. So it's fun to go out there and just like, I'll dig a fire pit or chop some wood or clear something out or, you know, shoot some ski. It is so nice just to be outside. So nice. There are viruses there. I should take that back. There's no coronavirus there. Not unless I took it there.
Lord of the Black Corps.
But yes, there could very well be other viruses there.
High Beastmaster.
And who knows? I don't know. Maybe coronavirus is going rural on us, folks. Maybe it's one to move to the country, get a coonskin hat, start taking us on. We'll see. Maybe that's the next move.
Bring us
The next level.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
I'm gonna have to go head off this Kislevite army, so I'm gonna push this way. Ah, dang it. Karan Kar is open. See, I wish I'd had a black arc here. That's why I like having that. Well, we're gonna have to come back and take out this Empire Scuzzbucket. We'll do it with this army here.
Not possible.
Colin, thanks for sponsoring the channel. Or Kalen, sorry, Colin. My bad. Kalen, I apologize. It really looked like colon on this other screen, like K-O-L-E-N. Kalen, thanks for sponsoring the channel. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a member. We'll get you some waspam there in chat too. So thank you, Kalen. It's awesome to have you here. How long have you been watching the channel? How long have you been watching the channel? Any amount of time. We're glad to have you. I'm just curious. Well, we need to get rid of Volkmar. There's another stack of Empire troops here. If I kill Volkmar and then take over the Twisted Glade, these guys could swoop in and hit me while I'm weak. I'm kind of... it's going to be a low chance, but I'm going to push back to here, fall into ambush, replenish, see if we can lure in some more troops. And then we're going to have to beat it back up here and see what we can do to defend that area. But we're getting reinforcements in from the south, so it's only a matter of time before the north gets map wiped, I think. Unless the AI throws something crazy at me. Kill that Bretonnian Lord. Well, I missed that, Regina. I did not end up killing that Bretonnian Lord, so you may just have to rage.
A would-be traitor.
You may have to rage at me. Let's see here. Since Shogun. Awesome. Thanks for being here all this time, Kayla. It's awesome to have your support. Thank you. You get to use the new emojis there. I need to update the emojis. I gotta remember to do that.
Adequate.
Need to hire Warner and get us a bunch of handgun emojis on top of other stuff. You guys think I can hire Warner for less than $1 million? Or do I just have to pay him in crates of Imperial handguns?
A terror to them.
Alright, let's see here. Grey Vanquisher, Feared and Renowned, that'll drop my... Yeah, see, that added like 500 income back to me. It's so worth it to go after those traits. I'm gonna repair the Circle of Destruction, because I don't think Kislev will get back to it. Even if they would, I might repair it just to lure them back that way, honestly. Little bit of waste of money here. But, I mean, anything we can do to slow these guys down up here, we've got a pretty tough settlement. This guy can siege me for a little while, and I'm willing to allow that. I don't really have a choice, but I'm willing to allow that. Make it sound like it's my choice. I'm doing this on my terms. Alright, Regina, your army's coming along slowly but surely. What is this? What is this? Oh, they brought another army ashore. Yeah, this is problematic. Then again, like, I don't know, we might be able to take them. Might be able to take them. They don't have any dragons, except for Alistair and maybe this guy. But I don't think so. I mean, I've got a couple of Charybdis on the ground. Scourge Runners. Beastmaster. I mean, I don't think... You know what? Let's try... Let's try and win a big victory.
Satisfy your bloodlust, minions.
Probably gonna end up fighting. I don't know. The smarter thing to do would be to fall back and see if I could take this battle on my own terms. I can't afford any stupidity here. It'd be fun to go win a big victory, but I gotta take my chances of fighting that one off. I can't risk losing an army and getting pushed back for a while because you all have seen what happens to my income. So I can't take that risk. Can't take that risk. I think I can win that, but I can't afford to lose it. So I'm gonna play it safe. I'm more worried about the fact that their infantry is going to be near unbreakable. Not really worried about their big units, but the leadership on their infantry is going to be near unbreakable. And so that's my bigger concern with that fight. Yeah, the Reichland resettled the Twisted Glades. That's a mistake for them. Come on, dwarves. Stumble into the ambush. Stumble into it. Stumble into it. Stumble into it. Stumble into it. Okay, not exactly what I wanted, but it's an underway interception. It is with the Shadow Dart, and remember the dwarves don't have anything to YOLO me with. They've only got a limited number of Quarrelers and Thunderers. I should be able to jack them up pretty bad. So let's take Nolosi in and do this. Nolosi is a pretty good anti-dwarf army here, except for her Sisters of Slaughter. The Doomfire Warlock's certainly not ideal either. It was just all I could get a hold of for the time being when I came in. But, I mean, Doomfire Warlocks are at least okay at clearing up Dwarven backlines. Here's what I have been liking to do here. She used to have more shades than this. She obviously had 6 shade units. She's down to 5 right now. I had some shades with dual weapons a long time ago. I just have not been able... You should always replace these with the shades with great swords when money allows, because the shades with great swords are just better. Just better. They're similar, but they have the armor piercing damage. Now remember, we got 214 range, and we need to use that to our advantage. They're only 160 range. They do have an organ gun. The organ gun is probably going to be priority 1. And I'll use these units right here to pop the organ gun. And then the secondary target, I think, is going to be Quarrelers. I'm gonna go ahead and just deploy like this. That way I can knock out these Quarrelers and the organ gun first. And then I'm gonna put Nolosi and the Manticores up here.
Black Guards.
Yes.
Infantry line is not ideal. It's kind of gotten whittled down, and I haven't had a chance to stop and re-recruit it properly, so that's the reason why this army is kind of an odd hodgepodge here, really.
We are ready. Dealers in
I don't think I can actually deploy behind them. Oh yeah, I can. Yoink.
The mercenaries.
Don't mind if I do. Charybdis would not be as good as a War Hydra here, obviously, but, you know, we get what we get. Okay. Alright, Group 1, I need you up here. You all take out the organ gun. You all take out Quarrelers. Doomfire Warlocks, let's come harass. And Nolosi, if you would please report to the front of the battlefield as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, these shades are dishing it. Dishing it up. Beautiful. Let's get these gyrocopters off. Keep some of their stuff busy. Unload on those. Keep up the fire there. Let's go for this bolt thrower. Maybe a quick hit on the organ gun. Oh wow, we caught their gyros. I didn't expect that actually. Let's come over here and jack up their infantry before it can charge.
Bloody murder.
Jack up skirmishers with the... Okay, let's fall back out of that engagement for a minute. Into that iron breaker, see if we can explode it a little. Ah, not bad. Could have been better, but you know, we'll take it. Buff up these executioners. Witch brew. I'm missing a sorcerer in this army, which is very unfortunate. Let's take out some hammers. Get these guys. Oh, those iron breakers hurt. They hurt a lot. Executioners are cutting this stuff up. Let's get our Manticore out of here. He's no longer in a good situation. Get out of there. We're just tearing ourselves up. Oh, taking iron breaker hits there. Speaking of iron breakers, do you gents mind shooting those iron breakers in the back? Thank you much. Yeah, right. Like dwarf infantry be doing any good against this. Sisters of Slaughter. Just shredded that. Iron breakers ought to get wrecked. Yep, iron breakers getting wrecked. Let's actually come over here after the Druki Lord. Pull out of that with the Dread Knights for a minute. Should still end up being a relatively clean victory. Group 3. Let's push up. Stop firing. Yeah. Relatively clean victory. Told you her army is fairly well suited to rolling Dawi, because these shades can just start right up in their face and really disrupt them. Shadow Dart is probably my favorite army in this campaign. Morathi was one of my favorites. I've got to get hers fixed up. This one needs some recruiting fixes as well. I've just been so busy fighting that we haven't been able to do it. Just have not been able to get it done.
Have them eliminated.
Can't slow down to recruit anything because I'm constantly killing one Dawi stack after another. You can see the power bar though, there at the top, starting to slide against the Dawi. They're not recovering super well. I'm beating them down and it's taking them a while to recover. This is good. Corone is like in the dumpster compared to my power right there. So shows you that these guys are on the ropes. I want to take away everything that Corona and Kislev have on this continent, and then if they want to sue for peace, I would give it to them just so I can go focus Lothern. So if they make that mistake, I will gladly take them up on it, but I'm not convinced that they will make that mistake. Why would I wound Nolosi Shadow Dart? Heck no. She's amazing. We're not wounding her. Garrison. Did anybody get assassinated? Doesn't look like it. This is good. It's first time for everything. Our income is in the tank again because of a few key situations that we need to rectify. Oh my goodness, is there enough messages? Techless is just, and this is another thing that gets me too, the AI does not suffer attrition anything like the player does. This is BS. He's been over here so long, to not have any more attrition than that is really insulting. Like, very insulting. Alright, we need to take out this elf army before it comes ashore. Whew, yeah, we got some work to do, folks. We got some work. Please tell me that you have... Oh, we don't have lightning strike. This is non-ideal. We're going to have to fall back to Hexatl and see if we can separate these two. Dang it, that's why you need Lightning Strike. If I had Lightning Strike, I easily clean up those 2 stacks. Not a problem. Without Lightning Strike, it's more of a problem.
What lies ahead?
Push forward, ambush. We're going to pull the same old trick right here.
Master of cruelty.
Put the Grey Vanquisher behind Nolosi in an ambush stance. And see if we can get the dwarves with the same thing that they just keep falling for over and over again. Really quite fine with me. Quite fine with me. Let's see, Blade Shield, probably better. I mean, melee defense goes a long way.
This one is capable.
Really nothing useful. I just have to put it in the skill bump here because I think she's leveled up as much as we can go.
Yes.
Build that up, so now I should be able to recruit everything I want. Do that one for the last building there. We are going to have to fight the Lothern forces here. We got a great army for this, though.
No mercy.
Ha! What's up, Tyrion?
The thrill of
Later, bro.
away.
Have fun being a slave.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Rip.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Actually, don't rest in peace. I'm cruel. I'm just cruel. And I'm okay with that. I don't think we could sally and beat him, but we could certainly try and hold for a little while. Morathi can push up almost into their territory. Then we'll smack down the Red Desert on the next turn. Kislev is in full retreat here. Let's feel them out, make sure there's no shenanigans going on here.
Swarm them!
Lightning Strike obviously don't make any difference. Let's smash Kislev here.
For a mauling!
It is a good time for a mauling. I like the way you think. Are dragons worth it? Flying units? No, man, dragons are super good in campaign. They can create a big... So they have breath attacks. They can zerg other enemies. A flying unit always gets a charge against a unit on the ground for free. The unit on the ground can't countercharge them. Flying units are always worth it in campaign. There are times when they're not great in a multiplayer battle, but yeah, absolutely. Dragons are spectacular in campaign. They have breath attacks, they can eat up blobs, they have terror, and then you can use them to form a blob and then drop like a Pit of Shades or another big vortex spell. I mean, you can get hundreds of kills as a result of using the dragons. Dragons are amazing super weapons against the AI. The AI is way too dumb to know how to deal with your dragon, and so you can just play them for fools constantly with the dragon. So I highly recommend dragons in campaign when you get the opportunity, and plenty of them. It's multiplayer, obviously a different story because players are obviously a lot smarter than the AI. So that is maybe more questionable. I'm gonna put them a little farther over here. Dragon over here. Okay. Pretty basic attack pattern here.
Mystery upon mystery.
Yeah, hopefully that helps Donovan. You'll figure out how to do it. Like, there's... Once you figure out the best way to game the AI with your dragon, you'll realize what a tool it is. Like, if you just click it in and leave it sitting there in a bad blob against the AI, it can feel like it's not worth it. But once you learn how to use them, you'll realize what a weapon they are, because the AI is just really bad at dealing with them. It's really more of a matter of just the AI not knowing the right way to do something, more so than, oh, come on, give me the burning head. Almost in range. Come on over. Yeah, you all start cleaning this up. Oh, wait. Sit still. I want them to charge me so that I can burning head them like crazy. Yeah. Turn around, let them charge us. Or just let them line up again. Let them line up again, and then I'll burning head them.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
Come on, sit still, AI. Just take it. Just take it.
King's fury.
Had a nasty overcast there. Okay, let's spread these guys out. Maybe rampage the Hydra a little. Burning head wasn't bad. Supreme Sorceress. Let's turn that into a Hydra bomb. Dragon, if you would be so polite as to nuke those guys for me, that would be great. Let's tear bomb this right here.
My power is yours.
Let's have another little fun burning head right here. Yeah. Later. How is their lord still alive now? I'm a little bit confused in that regard. Let's actually pull back over here. Put some piercing bolts down on that. Oh yeah. Juice it. There we go. How is their lord alive? I mean, he's been getting hit in the face by a Hydra this whole battle. How are any other unit? Like a swordsman? Really? How? How would they not be routed? Thoroughly confused there. Look at this. The mortar's sitting on 80 leadership right now. Like, really? 83 leadership. It's one of those times where I'm saying, like, them and what army? Like, quite literally. Like, what army? I mean, you don't have an army anymore. You got no lord. You've gotten hammered by one spell after another. Oh my goodness, what is it gonna take to get a chain route here? Wow. Dat leadership buff. Unbreakable mortars win. Yeah, Sutsun's mortar needs the unbreakable trait too. Sutsun's mortar with regenerate, unbreakable, and halberds. How about that? Broken Sky. That would be absolutely brilliant. So that would mean no friendly fire, unbreakable, able to defend against large. That'd be great. And then if it was like a homing mortar where the player could aim it too, like, so it's like a hell cannon crossover. Now we're talking.
Madness fills
If you're gonna
the
do
air.
it, do it right. Okay, we can knock out the Bretonian settlement over here too. These guys are trapped and can no longer recruit.
Dark and noble will.
Does Grimgaze have lightning strike? She does. Okay. What am I up against down here? Ooh, an Emperor's Wrath. Ooh, buddy. Got some fun coming.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
I'm gonna ignore the Empire out here, way out on that isthmus for now, just because I really want... Well, I don't know. I have this army coming up to reinforce here. So we'll actually be able to clean that up. This army really should, yeah, probably go ahead and swing out here to Karan Kar. And then let's use Neheth to pick off these Empire troops
Dreadlord at your
piecemeal
Another
with a lightning strike.
fury.
We're gonna lightning strike, take this army out, and then probably, if we have enough left, we'll go get Volkmar. If we don't, we'll force march back to our territory, replenish, and then get him on the next turn. Oh man, there is just no shortage of enemies in this campaign. It's really fun. I mean, you get so many big fun battles in, so I love the battles in Total War, and so this campaign is perfect for me. It's absolutely perfect. Let's see.
Druki tyrant.
Black guards.
Again, just line up our black guards for a big frontal charge. The Emperor's Wrath is going to actually be pretty vulnerable to an attack from this flank. I'm going to hide my shades over here from that Reichsguard unit. I'll take my dragon and my dread knights to protect them. Sisters of Sing Doom can pull up the rear guard work here. Let's keep our beast sorceress back here. Death Hag. Bloodrack Shrines.
Dark sorceress.
We got a cavalry element here.
Sorceress of Grant.
Okay, let's push it up. At least those handguns are going to be terrain blocked, partly.
Carnage awaits.
Oh gosh, 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 don't fire at will. I don't want to betray my position yet. I'm almost willing to do it. I just don't have a great shot at those Reichsguard yet. Let's push up right here. I love Shades. They are so much fun to play. Do y'all like playing Shades in campaign? I mean, when I play campaign with Druki, it is Shades or get out. Like, I love playing Shade armies. Just all the ambush, mayhem. Oh, look at this Emperor's Wrath that's about to get deleted by my Shades. Let's fly in here. Just pulled out of range. Let's hose that Reichsguard real quick.
Druki.
Battle ready.
Oh, what's the AI doing? They're crazy. They're absolutely nuts. I got a little strat here. We're gonna see if it works.
Merciless warriors.
Dread knight.
warriors.
Sorceress
And
of
pull
Grove.
back out of that combat.
The merciless host. Eager for battle.
Oh, whoops.
The merciless host.
Shades. Delete the tank. Fight the Reichsguard. Tie that Reichsguard down.
Dark purpose.
Go get handguns.
Sorceress of Grove.
Okay. I can't believe that Reichsguard didn't YOLO me over here. I'm honestly a little bit lost for words. Okay, the tank got deleted.
Shades to destruction.
Let's go for their Lord next.
Murder
Archlector.
awaits.
Quit chasing those archers over. That's pointless.
Kill them.
Destroy.
Finish taking those guys out. Bloodbrack Shrine.
Destruction is come.
Use that.
Dark elves.
Oh yeah, straight up steamroll now.
Narrow them. Make them flee.
Perfect. Brutal. Brutal destruction. Just Truki own. Look at those stats while they're on the murderous prowess. Wonder why it's hiding your stuff there, Magnum. All right, I unhid your comments there, Magnum. I don't know why it's. You must be saying words that YouTube censors, like kill or something. Yeah, we didn't take a lot of losses there, so that was fairly efficient. Didn't do great with my Death Hag, but everything else was good, so pretty efficient destruction of Gregor. Much better than what the auto-resolve would have given me. And now, that leaves us available to go after Volkmar and utterly destroy him. The other good thing about this is if we kill Volkmar, we take the settlement. We don't have to colonize it like if he leaves it, you know, raised or something, so this is pretty good for me. We do have the Templehof Luminarch here, so we'll have to mind our step, especially with a couple of our people hurting a little bit from the last one, but we should have an easy mop-up here. I'm tempted to auto-resolve this. I don't think they're going to kill one of my single entity targets. I did a quick save in case they rip me off. Yeah, we're good.
Man the walls!
Just occupy here. So see, that's why you want Lightning Strike right there. I just took out 2 armies. Very easily, very efficiently. Hurts your enemy very, very badly. So, very efficient way to take care of business. I've got Slaughter Lord, Night Lord. Yeah, so I've got all the good stuff going here. I could finish up the Elven Healing. I really like the healing because I want to be right back in action at full strength every turn. Maybe I focus on that too much, but I don't know, I like it.
A terror to them.
Maybe. We'll see. Spread corruption. So I think we're in pretty good shape, honestly. War of Death.
Lord of the Black Court.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
We're gonna get sieged again by Teclis.
Fear my
I want to see where this guy's going. If he comes ashore over here, it'll be a little bit annoying, but Reggie's army will be up and running in 4 turns. We had to fall back here. Hexata will be our safe space for now. Well, we're kind of waiting that one out. We've got the dwarves set up for another ambush. This army is ready for action. Yes. Cruelty and violence indeed. So I am excited. Who's excited? I'm excited. That's right. Oh yeah.
Dark and noble.
Velatroth.
Destruction.
Dreadlord. Ooh, a name of power. Well, do I have Lightning Strike? Okay, Lightning Strike's the first thing, so... Feared Renown would be good, but I'm gonna go for the name of power and hope we get Shadow Dart. Shadow Dart, Shadow Dart, Shadow Dart. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I've got another Shadow Dart. 35% rage for shades, and they cause fear. Oh, it's beautiful. This is going to be a dwarf destruction. 195 range, shades with great swords. Man, I really wish YouTube would quit censoring y'all's comments for words like butt and kill.
Favored of the witch.
It'd be really great if they wanted to cooperate with that. Ooh, immortality, please. I want immortality any place I can have it.
A terror to them.
Especially with all these agents running around like crazy. Shadow Dart is a game changer. That is big.
Hi, Beastmaster.
Shadow Dart, especially against Dawi, but against any faction, but especially against Dawi, it is very good. It is very, very good. Because it makes you kind of like a short-range artillery that doubles as good in melee. So, I mean, it's spectacular. Shadow Dart is my favorite name of power. What do y'all like? Have you run into any that you really favor? Let's just spend our money here. We are certainly earning it. Build up everything to be as unconquerable as possible. We need to begin the recruitment here again because what's his bucket? Katep ruined it. Just in case I forget about this army, I'm going to go ahead and just stack this stuff up. 5 turns. It's a long time, but if we get this Black Arc up here, it's another game changer because we can use it to come out here and block incoming armies. It's really my favorite thing with the Black Arcs is you can control an area with them. Okay, these Kislevites are in trouble. Kislev is in trouble. At least in this vicinity, they're in trouble. We're gonna get a rebellion there. Yeah, not much we can do about that. Oh, he came and sieged Texadal? Oh, they're mad. They're absolutely mad. They're gonna get beaten back. They are mad. I love that with the Black Arcs you can get gold chevron troops. Yeah, it's pretty absurdly wonderful. Wow, the Empire, look at that. What is that, 4 or 5 stacks they're piling up over there at Toran Rock? Holy mackerel. And we just killed, what, 2 or 3 Empire stacks? Never ending. Hey, that's fun, though. I'm enjoying this campaign more than I've enjoyed any other. I'll take it. A little bit cheesy, but it's fun. I get lots of big battles. It's a good time. Shouldn't whine. This has been a slow grind, but it feels rewarding because I am gaining. Oh, yes, they fell for it again. Oh, Belagar, you fool.
Carnage and bloodshed await.
Oh, I probably need to get off here for the night, folks. I'm just having so much fun. I do need to get off here, though. What time is it? I'm not even paying attention to the time. Oh, yeah, I need to get off here. My goal is to win, and I'm basically going to have to dominate all these enemies. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be a long time in the making. It's turning in my favor right now. This was a very tight campaign 40 or 50 turns ago. I mean, it was just on a knife's edge several times. That big... Go back on my channel. Watch the big battle with Morathi. If I had lost that battle, this thing was over. I was going to get steamrolled from the north. And so this has just been an exciting campaign in that sense. Oh, look at this. Got his little friends to come over and help him out. Aw, how precious. I'll kill them all. I ain't afraid. Lewin's back, so we're going to kill Lewin again. This is actually Malekith's army, and it's not going to be near as strong without him. Not near as strong. So I'm a little worried here, because Lewin is going to be a beast. He is going to be an absolute tank. We need to win. I don't know if retreat is a great option here. Hold on, I'm trying to think about this one real quick. Whenever an AI sieges your settlement and then attacks your troops outside the wall. Your troops in the settlement don't get to participate. They're attacking my troops here, but the troops inside the wall get to... I think mine get to do that too. It kind of felt cheesy for a minute, but I actually think it's straight. I think that that's actually a thing. Here's the big question. Can we win this? The mortars are a bit problematic. It gives the AI range on me. Otherwise, the AI has no range, and I can kind of just post up in the back of the map and wreck them. We don't have a caster. I've got to deal with 4 great swords. It's problematic. I feel like their settlement shouldn't get to participate in this battle because they've been sieged in. And so I'm a little bit irritated that I get attacked by Mikhail here and Lewin gets to sally out from the garrison. I don't know. It's a little bit irritating. It's a little bit irritating. I don't know that they would give me the same privilege then. Senshi, thanks for the 2. Louis Loon, gone bat then brew. This sucks. If I had Malekith here, I'd be feeling pretty confident. Because Malekith can blade win these guys and jack them up. Like, I'm a little worried about this right here. I can shred those great swords with my shades. Let's see what happens with the way the reinforcements... The reinforcements might give me this one for free. Like, so for instance, the Bretonnian reinforcements may come in from behind me where I can just single them out. And then it kind of turns this battle into a freebie, to be honest, because I can pick them off individually. So let's fight it. Let's take a risk. I feel like we can afford this risk. If I lose, it's bad, but it will not end the game. I've got other forces up there. And if we win, it'll be kind of epic. It'll be a fun win. I guess since you get attacked and you have to pull off of the siege, it could make sense that then the garrison could settle out, or sally out against you. Yeah, look, here comes the reinforcements. Yeah, Ripperoni. Lewin. Alright. So we're gonna bottle up all of Lewin's reinforcements. I'm gonna support these Witch Elves with a Cold One Dread Knight, because the Witch Elves could get hit by... I don't think there was cavalry coming in. Don't think it. Medusa. We're just gonna turn around here because we'll be out of range of their mortar by quite a bit, and we'll have a force between us and them. So Louis is gonna get beat down here. He's gonna have a lot of missile resistance though because of his what do you call it, the Lion Shield, or what's that ability that Lewin has? He's gonna be very missile resistant, annoyingly missile resistant. Our Beastmaster should be decent against Lewin here too, and then we've got a dragon in case he YOLOs us here. We are fighting uphill, not exactly ideal. Actually want these troops under fire immediately when they come on to the map. Yep, there we go.
Ready. Following orders. Slay them.
All right, pop Lewin. He's probably just gonna YOLO straight down. There's this Lion Shield. Yeah, see, he's got the shield. 44% missile resistance. Dude's gonna be an absolute tank right now. He's gonna be an... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pause it, folks. Didn't mean to do that, my bad.
Make them bleed. No survivors. Going.
Skilled murderesses. Made.
We are ready. Cold-blooded killers.
Pull out of that. Oh, let's see if we can berserk Lewin. Oh, he's back in the air. Just keep firing at him. Pull some Witch Elves back here. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We're getting... Oh, what's over here? What's over here? Cavalry. Yeah, Knights of the Realm. Okay, yeah, this is not ideal. Lewin's getting owned now. Let's get a breath attack up here.
Moving out.
push this in. We need to get the Dread Knights back into here. Oh! Oh! Alright, forget Lewin for a minute. Save our dude here.
Feel the lash, minions!
Oh, get deleted, Pegasus Knights.
Orders? Move! Battle ready!
Okay, Lewin went to fight our Dread Knights. I'm not loving that situation. Let's breath attack this. This is not great play on my part right now. I'm not doing this near as efficient as I should.
Trickery and deception.
Hit Lewin. Beastmaster, can you shoot Lewin as well, please? I don't have any magic, so I'm not kind of performing ideally here. But we are taking out their army, and the Empire is not reinforcing, which is going to give me a pretty nice advantage. Alright, Lewin should be just about goner. There he goes. Be dead. Be dead. Yeah! And we got Murderous Prowess filled up here. So we're going to be getting absurd attack stats. Okay, it wasn't great, but it got the job done. And now it's mano a mano with Kislev. Okay, it worked.
Beastmaster!
Not terribly well executed by me, but it worked.
Pen fatales. Spreading despair.
Death is coming. Advance, Rookie.
Still got a dragon in good health. A lot of our units are serviceable. The Hydras are going to be healing during all this. Medusas are in good shape. We have a lot of great swords to deal with. We'll need help from our dragon. Speaking of dragon, easy targets back here in the howitzers. Actually, you know what? Forget the howitzers. Let's keep the dragon up front. Run the Dread Knights after the howitzers. Or sorry, mortars. Howitzers, I'm thinking Napoleon. Just kind of draw some fire with our dragon. He's got some cover here in the woods. I don't want to let him get too thrashed. Oh, actually, let's dive bomb these cavalry and then drop the Dark Conduit. Yeah, let's let the AI blob up on me here. Dark Conduit. Yeah. That's what we want. Hard group. Attack. Okay, let's go do some infantry support. We're going to need a Hydra over here. Let's push this way.
It is done.
You all move to this flank. Start deleting key units. Hydra in here. Medusa in here. Dread Knights, go get the artillery. Our dragon is holding on like a boss. And even though we don't have magic, we managed to use that army ability to some very good effect there. Just kind of gang up on these great swords over here. Can we get the Kislev Lord Empire Knights? We get the Empire Knights. Go there. Really? Dadgummit. I didn't see the pathfinding here. What is this? Empire Knight? The pathfinding on my shades is all screwed up. Let's get our Beastmaster up here. I don't love how long this fight is dragging on for. Take these guys out. How is my dragon losing to this General of the Empire? This is absurd. Just a few spearmen and a General of the Empire? Yeah, I don't... How did he get armor-piercing damage? Whatever. Get in the air. Alright, good. Dread Knights are going to clean that up. That's clutch.
We are ready.
That's a big play.
No mercy.
Hydra. Alright, we still got some cleanup. You guys know how hard it is to get the army losses thing started, so let's bring the dragon over, clean up the other mortar. Still got 40 seconds till I get another Dark Conduit.
Beastmaster!
Let's get the Beastmaster to help break up this melee. I can't afford to lose my Death Hag, so I'm gonna pull her out of there. I've got that Empire Captain on me over here, but there's not a lot I can do about that at the moment. You guys finish those guys off, please. Start cleaning this up a little. Let's push up over into here. Artillery cleanup in progress. Since they still have leadership left, this battle is gonna like be a fight almost to the death. Alright, my Death Hag survives, so I will take that. Okay, can we come over here and KO the Empire Captain, please? I don't love that Witch Hunter still being back here as well. How are these handguns still alive? They're getting hit by Dread Knights, for goodness sakes. It's not Dark Riders. There we go. We did it. Tough battle. Hard fought. Again, not perfectly executed by me, but it worked. It worked. It did what we needed to. Do I ever lose a 1v1 army on campaign? Yeah, I have occasionally. It's not very frequent, but the AI can certainly put you on the rocks in the wrong spot. Anyway, I have streamed for the better part of 3 hours here, folks. I'm going to hop off, go spend some time with Mrs. HEIR. She's getting a chance to catch up on her shows. Hopefully you all enjoyed this Morathi late game mayhem, as I like to call it. It has been a lot of fun. This was a big win for us here because these guys basically ended up suiciding. I feel like it should let me take the settlement at this point too, but it's not going to because we were attacked externally. So unfortunately, not going to get to do that. But this is where we're going to end the stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. HEIR of Carthage signing out for now. I will see you soon.